Hey guys, AJ here back on the one for you. What's going on, guys? What's going on, right? Let me make sure my audio is good. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I think I'm good. Okay, what's up, guys? What is going on? It's good to see all you guys here. Guys, we haven't been in the courtroom in a while, so I figure that we do courtroom madness, right? But guys, hold on. There's one piece of news here. Hold on. Hold on. I need to start doing more pop culture stuff over here, because guys, hold on. Look at this. Where are we here? Look at this. Look at this, guys. Guys, look at this. Guys, if you didn't know that Hollywood was cooked, guys, look at this. They have a Transformer was nominated for the Oscar for Best Actress. Yo, guys. Guys, come on, dude. Come on. Guys, come on. Guys, what clown world are we in, right? Guys, Hollywood is cooked. Guys, clown world. Clown world. I might have to do a Clown World live tomorrow or something about this. Guys, what is going on? What is going on? How did this happen, guys? Hey, guys, you wonder why Hollywood movies have been bombing as of late. This is absolutely insane. Guys, I'm going to drop the link in the Discord for anyone who has come up early. So, guys, make sure to join the Discord. Here's a link to that. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Let me drop the link to the Discord. Okay, so guys, Michael's here. What's up, dude? He says, yeah, to the Orange Man child support law. Guys, I'll have a video coming out about that here soon. Waterstar, what's up, dude? Ryan Tucker's here. Steve is here. What's up, man? John Carlos here. Tall Starlight's here. Josh, I'll call you JDR from now on. How about that? JDR, what's up, dude? Let's see. He said, John Carlos said, I heard Orange Man put another batch of EOS. I hope he bans it. Here's the thing, dude. They're already running up in all these sanctuary cities, right? And this clown world, right? OSSR, what's up, man? What's going on? Let's see. Who have I missed? Mutiny, what's up, dude? Mutiny says black folks ain't ever arrive on time. That is true. That is true. But today, guys, I was about 3 minutes late, and that's because my soundboard went kaput. But luckily, I had a backup, and it rebuilt itself. So, let's see. Daniel, what's up, man? Christopher Lloyd, how's it going? Who did I miss? Yaz, what's up, man? Salty's here. What's up, guys? Look at this, guys. A Transformer is going to be nominated for Best Actress. And guys, this movie got nominated for 14 Academy Awards, and it's trash. All the ratings, the critics didn't like it. The fans didn't like. It's like a Netflix movie. Look at that, guys. What is going on? There's no excuse for this, dude. Hollywood's cooked. Hollywood's cooked. And how much you want to bet that that this person's gonna win too? You know what I'm saying? And guys, you know what's funny? Someone said, okay, I'll call you Joshua. Josh. Okay, so Christopher Lloyd said ICE programs mass deportations. Guys, here's the thing. there are wokey wokes that I know, and I've asked them straight up, as a black person living in America, why should I care about a bunch of people getting deported, right? Honestly. And guys, if any of these knuckleheads actually think that this is an issue that concerns American citizens, right? Oops. Sorry, guys, wrong side.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Clown world, right? Oh, guys, someone had asked me about this. I don't know if you guys saw this in the news, right? Did you guys see this? Where they're like, oh, these Australians dress their crew up as the bad guys, right? Now, guys, here's the thing. This is a Australian cruise. Guys, the clan, this group was never in Australia. They were supposed to be snow cones. You see this? It was supposed to be snow and then a cone on the top. And all these people in the United States who assume that our cultures all around the world said,
"How dare you?
Clown world!" Guys, what is going on? And guys, the Australian cruise line bent the knee and was like, oh, we didn't mean it. Guys, what are you talking about? This is a different culture. Why do they have to answer to something that's culturally not theirs? Guys, do you see what country is it? Do you see this? Okay, here you go, guys. Guys, put a 1 if you've seen this Black Pete thing in the Netherlands. Okay? Put a 1 if you've seen this. Look at this, guys. So Black Pete is it's a thing that they do. Okay, Black Pete or Zwarte Piet, as he's known in the Netherlands, is a holiday tradition dating back to the 19th century that depicts Saint Nicholas's helper dressed in blackface with an afro wig and golden hoop earrings. Of course, people in the United States see it as being racist, right? They say that this goes back to the men's. Guys, this has nothing to do with the United States. This has nothing. How are you going to go to another person's country and tell them that their Christmas thing that they've been doing for hundreds of years is wrong? Rajai, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Good to see you as usual. What's up, man? Right? Look at that, man. And the fact that they're actually saying, that they're gonna get rid of this. Someone says, Margaret. Oh, look. This person says, this person's from Curacao and is black. And saying she doesn't see anything wrong with this. But guys, this is proof that these American wokey wokes, right? They think that they're so important. How are you gonna go to another? Oh, and guys, yes. Isn't it funny how they're trying to get rid of this in the Netherlands, but then Justin Trudeau put on blackface like tons of times? Look at that, man. Look at that. Let's see. There's a super chat here. James with 999. Thanks, man. He says, keep up the good work. Appreciate the support, my friend. Thanks for the $10, guys. Thank you so much. Oops.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
But guys, I am black. I see nothing wrong. I see nothing wrong with this. I see nothing wrong with this at all. Because it's not my country. I don't live here. I don't live here. Guys, the Netherlands is what? What's the Netherlands demographics? Let's see. Guys, 79% of the Netherlands is Dutch, right? That's their country. You shouldn't be able to go to their country, ethnically their country, and tell them what to do. That doesn't make any sense. I don't understand it. Guys, look. This knucklehead says, who's this person? We've drafted a manifesto of her black emancipation that'll be presented on December 10th. Why does there need to be black emancipation in the Netherlands? Do you guys think that if in like Nigeria or Senegal they would paint up a dude white and like have him have like long blonde hair, make fun of him, that any of you white dudes in this chat could have a white manifesto in Nigeria? Please. Come on, man. What a joke. What an absolute joke. But anyways, guys. So guys, we're going to look at some courtroom footage today. And guys, put a 1 if you agree that if you are in court as a man at any point, you're doomed, man. You're doomed. Guys, paternity court, divorce court, child support court, criminal court. If you're a guy, you're screwed. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Now, guys, look at this, Rod.
We're almost at.
Guys, she abandoned her kid for 13 years and wants to come back and try and get full custody. Clown world. Guys, what is going on? Hold on, guys.
I have every right to refuse medical health care.
The kid is not breathing, you know?
Hold on, guys.
Yeah.
Damn, that's cold. Okay.
We're almost
Look at
at
this,
17K subs.
I need her to give me the girl right now. ¿Usted es Valentín? Okay. Yes, this is 12-3622-9 Valentín López Madrigal versus Christina Foshi.
Okay, and sir, can you state your name for the record?
Nombre para que conste en acta.
Valentín López Madrigal.
Valentín López Madrigal.
Okay, and ma'am?
Christina Van-Foshi.
Christina Foshi.
And are we going to do, we're not
We'll do simultaneous.
simultaneous? Okay, perfect. All right, so this is on for hearing notice. The mother had requested an emergency restraining order. The court denied the emergency restraining order and set this hearing. So I'll hear from the parties. I didn't really get a response from the father. So, sir, do you need additional time to get a response in?
You did that last court date. You gave him 2 weeks.
Well, I have the
no
documents here.
sé.
I don't honestly know why this is here today. Because I have custody of my daughters. I've had them for 13 years. She
13
came to
years.
the state of Washington 1 year ago, and she's not following the custody schedule. And then she shows up and takes my daughter whenever she wants, and without asking me. And I have these documents here. I'd like you to look at.
Okay, so hold on.
Guys, what kind of low down, dirty, horrible excuse of a mother abandons her kids for 13 years, right? And guys, this guy's in Washington State, dude. If you're in any type of family court in Washington State, guys, I'm from Washington State. You are cooked. Garrett Grant, hey, what's up, man? Good to see you as usual.
What has to happen is
Suceder hoy.
this isn't a trial where people are testifying. This is where you provide materials in writing under penalty of perjury.
Well, I have the documents proving that I have custody of her.
Oh, okay.
Giancarlo, dude, Seattle and Olympia are equally bad. Dude, Seattle and Olympia are both trash. They're not as bad as Portland, Oregon, obviously, but
Not the situation.
So I understand currently the parenting plan places the child with the father. The mother requested an emergency restraining order and the court to place the child with her. The court denied that request. There was an insufficient basis to do it on an emergency basis without notice to the father. And the court set the hearing. Sir, you're going to have to get a written response in. Now, ma'am, I'm going to give him another chance because honestly, the materials you supplied, I denied it initially. I set a hearing. I can't find a basis to just grant custody to you. I want to hear from the father because he has had custody for the past number of years.
yep.
You can do a temporary
Ma'am,
order
no.
So I can get her into a different school because
Ma'am, no, you guys need to follow the parenting plan right now.
she
Yep.
won't go back with him.
Oh, guys, do you believe that? Do you believe that the daughter that's been with her father for 13 years won't go back with him, please?
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Steve Connor, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Okay. So again, the parties need to follow the parenting
I'm
plan.
not going to send her back.
Okay,
Look at that.
ma'am.
Do you guys see it? She said, I don't care what the court says. I don't care what the court says.
Yeah, she won't do it.
You want
What's
to see
before the
something,
court-
please, sir?
Hold on. All right. What's before the court right now is the mother's request, which has been denied. And ma'am, I'm going to give him a chance to get materials in. Now, what's not before the court is any sort of contempt by the father for the mother's.
And he should have filed contempt. Look at these rods, dude. Oh my gosh, guys, these women. Guys, can you think of a more evil, low-down creature on the planet, right? Come on.
I mean, you're admitting you're not following the parenting plan, so you're violating the court order. That's not before the court. I'm going to tell both parties you need to follow the parenting plan. Okay? The parenting plan is what controls. If your child won't go to school, well, it's fine. We just won't make them go to school, right? No. If the child won't follow the parenting plan, you need to enforce the parenting plan, both of you guys. Now,
The allegations of abuse?
stop.
Ah, see,
I
now
don't
she's
have
trying to say
any
he's abusing
records
her.
from CPS, nothing from
I've
the
made
police.
hundreds of
Ma'am,
reports.
Look at
stop.
this. So guys, let's just pump the brakes, right? Guys, for all you guys who just got here, this knuckleheaded, redheaded moron was trying to say that this guy's been abusing his kid and the kid doesn't want to go back. Guys, this guy's had his daughters for 13 years. She disappeared on her kids for 13 years. And now she wants full custody.
Like I said, I'm going to give the dad a chance to get materials in.
Again,
Listen, sir, you need to get whatever you want the court to consider on the mother's request and ma'am, you haven't even filed a modification action.
I have. I filed those papers. Yes, sir, I did.
You haven't filed a modification action. You filed an immediate restraining order. That doesn't
No, I
modify.
filed the temporary plan, everything. I filed all that.
So ma'am, I can't give you legal advice. There is no modification action filed. A modification action is a special type of petition to ma'am, quit interrupting. We got to make a record. I can't give you legal advice. There's no modification action filed. You filed for an immediate restraining order. That's been denied. Set the hearing. You might need to seek the advice of an attorney if you wish to navigate, if you can't navigate the procedural family law. You can represent yourself. You don't have to. You didn't go to law.
Oh, guys, you know what? Someone said, I think Giancarlo had said, hey, Rockin' Diesel, what's up, dude? Let's see. Giancarlo said, that he thinks Barack and Big Mike broke up. Guys, can you imagine? Because they're trying to say that Barack Obama and Jennifer Aniston. Dude, do you guys know how salty all these B-dubs would be if Obama left Michelle for a white woman? Because guys, all these B-dubs, because guys, we all know that Obama, right? I mean, honestly, come on,
Beta!
right? But that's how a good husband is. He stands side by side with his wife. Can you imagine? Because they throw that back in us black men's face as the right way to be, right? Dude, can you imagine if he left her for Jennifer Aniston? Guys, all these chicks would lose their minds.
I hope you die, bitch! I hope you die of AIDS, ho!
Guys, I would laugh so hard. Because, guys, for all you guys that are not, that aren't black, right? Guys, put a 1 if you've heard of the show Scandal, right? This is the all the chicks love this show, right? This is like the B-dub's dream show, right? Guys, this show is about a president who's white cheating on his wife with a B-dub, right? Can you imagine if it was switched around and it was a black married guy president cheating on his wife with a white woman? Oh, these B-dubs would lose their minds. There's no way that would work. Ever. Ever. And guys, young Jennifer Aniston. Young Jennifer Aniston could get it. You know what I'm saying? She could. She's not like gorgeous. She's not like fine, but you know. You know what I'm saying? Come on, guys,
She's like all these babes. You get their pilot lit, they can suck start a leaf blower.
But guys, I would laugh so hard. Man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, young Jennifer Aniston, she can get it, Now, of course, guys, she ran headlong into the wall, 2024. Look at that, dude. Look at that. Dude, Father Time is undefeated, dude. Now she's a 608, dude. Guys, look at this. Father Time. All these chicks try and get in the ring against Father Time to get in the octagon. Guys, Father Time. He's a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's a Sambo champion. He's a Muay Thai champ from Thailand. Nothing but knockouts and chokeouts. He does not leave it to the judges. Guys, I would laugh. Oh my gosh. That would be Christmas early, guys. Christmas. Guys, here. I want... guys, we haven't done this in a while. Guys, there was another actress that slammed straight into the wall that was talking about not dating. And was it Jennifer Aniston? And she said that she was on a dating app and oh wait. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Rumors of a relationship between Obama and Jennifer Aniston has sparked widespread gossip. These claims resurfaced and they suggested that Barack Obama's marriage is strained, fueling speculation about a link between Obama and Anderson. Look at that. It all started after InTouch magazine published an article that said the truth about Jen and Barack. It said that the president had an affair with the Friend star. They had a short encounter back in 2007. Look at that. Jennifer Aniston said that these are cheesy tabloid stories. Guys, you know what? Guys, there has to be some truth to this for it to get out this much. You know what I'm saying? Guys, because here's the thing. Guys, if you're a famous person, you better watch out who you think are your friends. Because imagine like Whiteout and Steve are like in a band, or like they're like two producers, right? That are producing movies, and they're doing business, and they both have like a wild night, you know, and they say something between them both with a bunch of their friends around. You never know who out of those friends on either of their sides would record it and sell it to the tabloids for a couple $100,000. You know what I'm saying? When you're this famous, guys, you don't have a lot of friends. You just don't. So, anyways, let's get back to the courtroom.
Law school. I can't give you legal advice because I'm not allowed to. I can tell you, though, like I said, there's no petition to modify. Even an immediate restraining order, if it is granted in the future, after I hear from both sides, it's only extremely temporary to get to a modification action, which hasn't been filed yet. So
When I filed the emergency restraining order, I
shut up.
did a modification of parenting plan too.
it's not in the court file. I don't know what,
Gave it all to the
so
clerk.
you can check with the clerk's office and look at the court file. I don't see it in here, but so in any event, sir, you need to get a response in. What you want the court to consider, you have to get in the court file, just like the mother did with her initial response, with her initial.
Hey, Wintraw, what's up, dude? Hey, Wintraw, I gotta say thanks for posting all the stuff that you post in the Discord, man. I use a lot of it for videos, so thanks, man, for that. You know what I'm saying?
Documents signed under penalty of perjury, any attachments, and you have to give her copies of whatever you file with the court. I will set it over 3 weeks, one final time. Sir, if you don't get materials in by the 6th, I'm going to have the hearing, and you can argue from what's in the court file, but I can't consider materials that aren't filed and that the mother has a chance to look at. We don't do it by ambush. Both of you guys get materials. You state your case and the court rules. So that's all I can do for today.
Is there any way I can get her into a different school? The school that she was previously going to, she had some involvement in some gang activity.
If you and the father agree, you can do what but right now, there's nothing for the court to do. So I would implore the parents to try to work together for the child.
He refuses.
So the court order has to be followed unless the parties agree otherwise. The child doesn't get to make the decisions on.
You mean a woman's not complying with any authority?
Just like a woman.
Clown world.
Her own. You guys are the parents. However, just because something can be done doesn't mean it should be.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Fat girl, she says it's crazy because politics aside, Obama's what a woman would want: powerful, educated, handsome, rich. Here's the thing, guys. You know that Michelle, that Big Mike, runs the relationship. Because, guys, can you name any first lady in history that was always like who wasn't standing behind the president but was trying to like rule right next to him? How many times did you see where, dude, I can't even tell you what George Bush Jr. or Sr.'s wife looks like. I knew Barbara Bush's name, but I don't remember what she looks like. The other George Bush, the son, I don't even know what his wife looks like. And guys, you see Melania is just sitting back in the cut. She doesn't even want to be in the White House. You know what I'm saying? But Michelle was one of the only ones, other than Hillary Clinton, who wanted to be up there trying to show her face just as much as his. Insane.
You guys need to try to work together for the best interests of your child. But,
Tried a
you
thousand
know,
times.
okay?
Paul Hercules, what's up, man?
And don't speak past each other. Talk to each other.
Yeah, right.
Ma'am, I'm just saying.
Ah,
So, all right. Back in 3 weeks. If you guys agree otherwise, everything can be stricken or entered and done. Otherwise, we'll have.
I need to be heard.
Please.
On what? You have to put it in writing.
Look at all these days she hasn't gone to school because she
Mire lo que
takes
hacen
her.
estos días que está con ella.
And this is what she's doing while she's there.
Mire,
That is not. Those are
¿usted
old
cree que eso
photos.
está bien?
Do you think that's right?
Idaho.
She doesn't have a license, she doesn't have insurance. She takes her to Idaho.
That's not true.
Okay.
¿Cómo? Yo necesito que ella se vaya conmigo ahorita.
I need her to give me the girl.
guys, this Mexican dude, he's getting red pilled, man. He's getting red pilled, bro. He thought that he was gonna show up and get justice, man. You know what I'm saying? But he's not gonna. He's not gonna.
Right now.
Okay. The court can only consider what's properly before it. The only thing before it is an immediate restraining order, which has been denied. Can't give you legal advice, just like I told the mom. But I told the mom I don't have a petition to modify. I also don't have any motions for contempt in front of the court. I can only consider what's in front of me. And in 3 weeks, we'll hear the mom's request to switch custody on a temporary basis, is denied on an emergency basis. And sir, I'm giving you a chance to get materials in, whatever you want me to consider, and I will hear from you on this issue, but what's not before.
Until then, she gets to keep his kid from him, guys. Yeah, George Crawford, he said it just in time. Look at this, guys. The God of woman is Satan. Facts, guys. This chick felt free to waltz in after 13 years and take his kids from him and say, I'm not giving the kids back. Absolutely insane. Steve says all we have to do is sit back, relax, watch, and laugh. Facts, guys. Yep. A whole bunch of stuff's coming out this year, guys. And guys, remember, guys, at some point this year, that Diddy list is going to drop. Look at that.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
The court is any sort of contempt. And I just tell both parents you need to abide by the court order unless you're both in agreement otherwise. You may need to seek the advice of an attorney. Seek the advice of an attorney. Okay? Thanks.
Look at that.
That's it for today.
So what is it that I need?
A response and then give a copy to the mom.
I don't understand what you mean by a response.
A written declaration.
Where do I get that? Do I get that here?
Yes, you can get the declaration formats here. Right. Thanks.
Thank you.
See? Oh, but all these dads are all deadbeats. Oh, yeah, dads don't want to see their kids. Right? But then this guy is trying to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And you get screwed for it. Guys, I'm going to drop the link for anyone who wants to come on up. Guys, don't be shy. Now, guys, look at this. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, guys. Oh, here we go. Look at this.
Only change has been that you voluntarily took a lower paying job.
Yes, sir.
Right. Mr. Powers, anything further?
No, sir, I believe that's everything, Judge.
How is this any different than a man who becomes voluntarily underemployed?
So, guys, yeah, she took a lower paying job on purpose and then is trying to ask for more child support. Clown world.
Sorry, Judge, I didn't look at the docket this morning. This is another appeal from the same date, Judge. Both parties are here. I believe the issue in this case, Judge, is it was another modification. He was paying $504 per month, and based on the income information provided on December 16th, it went up to $732 per month. And the issue is, I spoke with the parties before court, Judge. I believe the issue is that Mr. Doncuse is saying that in January of 2023, Ms. Doncuse made almost double the amount of money that she's making now. We based her income on $2,080, which is her actual income at this time. Back in January of 2023, she made $3,359 per month gross income. So a little over $1,200 difference, or $1,200 difference in income per month. And he's of the opinion, they're both ready to testify, but he's of the opinion that we should impute her income at the amount that she was capable of making back at that time. But we just based it on the actual income at the time.
So do we need to have a hearing on that? Well, let me hear his.
Yes, sir.
It is Mr. Doncuse's appeal.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Doncuse, you talked with Mr. Powers. Are you requesting to have an evidentiary hearing?
Correct.
All right, we'll have that hearing. Have a seat. It is a trial de novo on,
yes, sir,
on the appeal, so.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Doncuse, you need to come up, have a seat at the table.
You want to hear from us first, Judge?
We will hear from whatever proof. You have the moving party, so we'll put you on first. If you will, are you calling your client?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Doncuse, if you'll raise your right hand. You'll come around and have a seat in the witness stand, please.
You request the state to file a petition for modification on your behalf?
What happened there?
I did because I received a letter from Child Support
You have to
Services.
speak up now so that you can pick up on the
Sorry.
microphone.
I did because I received a letter from Child Support Services stating that I could send in for a review.
So she took a lower paying job on purpose. Guys, she's the one paying child support to her ex. Now, what kind of horrible excuse for a mom is the one paying child support, right? She has the whole system in her favor, and she still didn't manage to get custody, right?
And we filed that on or around October 29th of last year.
Yes, sir.
And our first court appearance was December of last year, December 16th.
Yes,
Does that
sir.
sound familiar? And on that date, what income information did you provide?
My current income information, where I've been working since April of 24.
Okay, and how much do you make per hour?
$12.35 an hour.
Well, that's how much you make now, but at that time, how much did you make?
At that time, I was making $12 an hour.
$12 an hour, but you got a 35-cent an hour raise since that time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I just want to clarify with the judge why we used $12 instead of $12.35.
Right.
And I believe you have a parenting plan in place, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
With days of visitation? Would those days of visitation in that parenting plan be 257 for you and 108 for Mr. Doncuse?
Yes, sir.
And those are the hours that you provided proof of, and we use those in the calculation. And there was no work-related childcare or health insurance or anything like that was included?
Yes, sir.
And I believe, Judge, that was all the information that was provided to us at the time Mr. Doncuse appeared and provided his information. We can get that from him when he
So
testifies.
at the time of the hearing, and she was making $12 an hour, and now she's making $12.35 an hour.
Yes, sir.
How many hours a week do you work?
On average, 40 now.
40?
Yes, sir.
Guys, how does someone just go time without working 40 hours a week? You know what I'm saying? When was the last time you guys didn't work 40 hours a week? Isn't that insane? Right? Isn't that crazy how these 304s live in an alternate universe where you just don't work 40 hours a week, right?
And how long have you worked? What is the nature of your job?
I work at a gas station,
And where is that gas station?
right here on Highway 46 in Dixon,
Okay. And how long have you worked at that?
since April of 2024.
And where did you work before then?
I worked for the same company for about 16 years, had been put into management and sent out to Nashville. And I had a situation where I wasn't able to get to my children because I don't have anybody else in Dixon that can help support our children. If anything happens at school, if they get sick.
Oh, boo.
So I took a lower paying job to be in Dixon so that I could provide that support for my children.
You took a lower paying job voluntarily to come to work in Dixon so you'd have more access to your children.
Yes, sir.
All right. And what were you making at the prior job?
At my prior job, I was on salary. I think I was making around 840 gross a week before taxes.
Okay. The prior child support obligation was calculated using that income, though?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the only change has been that you voluntarily took a lower paying job?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Powers, anything further?
No, sir, I believe that's everything, Judge.
How is this any different than a man who becomes voluntarily underemployed?
There you go. Right there, guys. Right there. Right? How is this any different than a guy who says, uh-oh, I got child support. I'm just going to not work, right? It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. And they need to hold her to the same standard. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't see any difference, Judge.
There isn't.
But this happened after the fact, after the hearing. This came about, and so...
But you agree that the only change would have been her voluntarily reducing her income, which I understand. I mean, you want to be close to your children, but...
Right. He, all of his family moved to Clarksville, where he moved to after our divorce. So I don't have them to help support if anything happens with the children, which is the only reason that I ended up taking a lower paying job, was just for that support for my kids.
All right. Well, thank you. You can step down. You have anything else, Mr. Powers?
No, sir.
All right. I'm going to set aside the findings and recommendations of the child support magistrate and reinstate the original court-ordered child support. And I do that.
There you go.
And I make
Good.
a specific finding that the only change in this case that occurred was, according to the proof, the fact that the mother took a lower paying job in order to have better access and more opportunities to be with her children. And in this court's opinion, that's a voluntary reduction of her income.
Good. You guys hear that? He's saying, you know what? You're going to have to pay the original amount. Right? Look at that, guys. Look at that. Hey, guys, this is the same judge that was over the case of that simp that married the Twin Peaks girl and moved the single mom into his house. Right? That was this judge. So this judge, he's like one of the best judges we see.
Is identical to a man. If a man was employed at a higher paying wage and voluntarily reduced his income to have a better opportunity for the children, which we see all the time, in my opinion, that would not be a basis for the reduction of his child support. In fact, it would be found to be voluntarily underemployed. So I'm just simply finding that there is no basis
Good.
on those sole facts for the increase in Mr. Don Coos's child support. So I'm reinstating the original order.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I agree with you on that fact,
All right.
but
Good.
it wasn't something I could
Well,
change after the fact. So-
I don't blame her for doing what she did. I
Yes,
think
I-
she was
I don't-
justified in doing it, but the increase in his child support was not justified by anything that he may
Look at
have
that,
done.
guys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
Look at that, guys, right there. So, guys, we actually saw someone. Saw the court being fair for once, right? It's rare, guys. It's really, really rare. But well, guys, there's another one here. I think it's right here. Give me a second, guys. So there was one where this chick wants here you go, guys. Look at this. So this chick, the kids live with the dad, and she lives with her junkie boyfriend, and she wants child support. Look at that.
Welcome to Looking at Legal Stuff. Today we have 4 hearings in a case with a couple where dad is asking the court to terminate the family support payments he's been required to pay because not only is mom working a full-time job, but the children also don't even live with her.
Look at
and
that.
She hasn't even seen them in over a month because she failed a recent UA. Dad's lawyer says that the family support payments were established in 2021 when mom was still the primary parent.
So she's a junkie and a bum. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
You're a bum.
You failed a UA?
You're a bum.
But the children went to live with dad full-time when mom relapsed a few months later. He says she continues to struggle with alcohol and keeps having positive UAs. Mom says she wouldn't need the help to pay the mortgage if dad would just finalize the divorce and give her portion of the equity, and that it's not her fault she can't make enough to afford it on her own, as she wasn't allowed to work when they were married.
Whoa, 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 wait a second. Wait a second. Pump the brakes, pump the brakes. Dad's lawyer says family support payments were established in 2021 when she was the primary parent. Mom says that she would need help to pay the mortgage if he finalizes the divorce and give her a portion of the equity. She doesn't make... So, guys, she's living in his house. Guys, this is in 2023 or 2024. So, it's been 3 years. He's paying her child support. The kids live with him, and she's living in his house. Guys, what is going on? Clown world. What is going on, dude? What is going on?
So her ex-husband could work on his career. What will the judge do with these support payments? Let's find out.
Yes, Your Honor. Megan Gilmore on behalf of Will Menifee. That is number 6, Menifee and Menifee.
Okay.
We received late responsive materials that need a reply. So we are asking for 1 or 2 weeks at over, depending on the court's availability.
All right. So temporary family law order, modify.
Armando, what's up, dude? Armando says, where is it? He says,
a pot smoking slut.
Thanks for $5, man. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication and I want my croutons, please.
I have the 20th is open. 3-00-22708, Menifee and Menifee.
Oh, sorry, guys. I have to translate for this judge. Right? I know you guys might not be able to understand what she's saying. Oh, guys, we have 93 people watching. We have 56 likes. Guys, stop. Take a second. Please hit that like button, guys. If we reach 10 super chats or 100 likes, whichever one comes first, guys, we will go to 304 TikTok, okay? And guys, yes, 304 TikTok. These chicks are a mess, man. Uh-oh. 1 second, guys. Oh, and guys, did you guys see? I'm putting out a video tonight, right? All these TikTokers, all these big influencers, exposed that their whole TikTok stuff was fake because they thought that the TikTok ban was real, was going on. So all these people said, "Oh, this makeup, I don't really do it to swear. I didn't really eat all of this food," thinking that TikTok was gone. And then 12 hours later, TikTok came back, and they realized
you've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Clown world. How you gonna blow up your whole brand, right? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Give me a second. 1 second here, guys. Give me 1 second. Where are we? Guys, so look at this. You guys know what I say about female police officers, right? Yo, Han, what's up, dude? And Nimbus, how's it going? Chad Doyle, what's up, man? Guys, look at this. Look at this.
I can't have kids. And when my ex and I were married, we were living in North Carolina. We did like fertility treatments.
Right.
We did everything leading up to it. Because of course we were in our 20s and that's
Sure.
the thing you do, right? And I was out of the military at that point. They never quite figured out exactly why. Like they didn't have a reason. They're just like, so your body doesn't want to be pregnant. I don't know what to tell you. Well, it was years later, I was contacted by a girl that I had deployed with on my very first deployment. She contacts me and she says, hey, I have a random question for you. And I hope
I gotta
it's
keep
not
pausing it because
personal, but
I think this is copyright music. Look at this, guys.
I was looking through your Facebook and I realized you don't have kids. Do you not want them? Do you, like, can you tell me more about that? And I'd said, well, I tried in my 20s and I couldn't have kids. And she said, okay, well, my attorney is going to be reaching out to you because there is a class action situation going on where probably like 94% of the women that deployed during our first and second deployment years are all infertile. And
Look at that, guys. Right? So this chick and a bunch of her little, military chick friends all decided to join the military, right, and be strong and independent.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
With all the men out there getting exposed to all these chemicals and all this foolishness, right? And now look what happens. Apocalypse, damn, dude. He said they should be infertile. That's cold. That's cold, dude. He's not playing. But guys, look. This is what happens when you do what men do. Guys, I have 2 words. Agent Orange, right, guys? How many guys came back from freaking Vietnam all messed up? The whole Camp Lejeune thing, right? The whole Gulf War syndrome, right, guys? These women asked for this. And it's not right when it happens to men. I'm not saying that it's this great, that it's messed up. Here's the thing, guys. In the past, you would only see this happen to men, right? But guys, just like being homeless, you would only see men being homeless, right? Now you see homeless chicks. You see men getting messed up from chemicals in war zones. You see women getting messed up from from chemicals in war zones. Look at that. Yeah, someone says it was the burn pits. This person says, I literally got told, enjoy the cancer when I had boots on the ground checking into Kuwait and then again in Iraq. They had burn pits next to the chow hall. I don't know what chemicals were in the smog above where we live. Some Air Force pilot once was gripping about Agent Orange and how he was sick for having to inhale this stuff. Wow. Wow, guys. Well, yeah, like I said, that happens to women now. Guys, look at this. Watch. I know we're on an Instagram tangent, but guys, watch this. Because this is society right here. Watch. Hey, look. He has his hands behind his back. Watch. You guys see the guy in the back? He has his hands behind his back. He's not doing anything. Watch.
How dare you? How dare you come to my kids? How dare you? No, don't touch me, guys.
See? Look at that, guys. Look. And the cops grab him, guys. And the cops grab him. Look at that, dude. And this is it in the UK. All you UK guys, all you Australian guys, you guys are cooked, man. Canadian guys, cooked. Look at this.
Boss, you put my hands off, don't touch me.
Look at that, guys. That is society right there. And guys, we'll do one more. Watch this. Watch.
China didn't like dark.
Oh wait, that's copyright music. Look at this, guys.
Trump does not represent us. Just in his speech today for his inauguration, he had attacks towards trans people, including erasing our identities.
Guys, I don't know what these things are. Guys, I don't know what's going on. Guys, the one on the left, right? And the one on the right.
Silly Jedi. Silly Jedi.
Which else said great drink and the Kool-Aid Man?
Coming after our gender affirming care. And these are facts. Facts. You can watch the speech. Facts, yes. I'm trans, and the care I have received, the hormone therapy, has saved my life. I was in a depressive mood, and I don't have to say mood. Let's just say I'm happy to be here, and she's happy. My whole family is happy that I'm here. And to threaten our health care, our autonomy to our own bodies, our bodies are.
I can't, guys. I can't. This person's talking about healthcare. The best healthcare for them is a treadmill. Yeah. Guys, what is going on? What is going on? Right? Anyways, back to the courtroom we go.
All right, so this is to modify the family law order?
It is.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. Megan Gilmore on behalf of the petitioner moving party, namely William Menifee. The parties were married for 8.5 years prior to their separation in March.
So they were married for 8 years, guys.
2019. The parties have 2 minor children as issue of this marriage, Lily, who is 12, and Isabella, who is 9. A temporary family law order was entered in July of 2020 that required my client to pay $1,850 in family support and name mother as the primary parent of the children. Mother remained primary parent of the children for only a few months, and we
$1,850 a month for child support. Absolute clown world.
provide somewhat of a history of the case, just explaining the location of the children and the basis of that transfer of custody. Since 2021, my client has been named primary parent of the children, and the temporary parenting plan has remained the same since that period of time. My client explains that upon a positive UA for alcohol, mother's visitation has been suspended as of May of 2023. And my client has concerns that visitation shouldn't move forward, but frankly, again, I'm going to refrain from making those arguments as we're simply before the court on a support issue. Looking to the financials in the case, my client has submitted his pay stubs. As of May 7th, 2023, my client's gross annual income was $47,648. I divided that by 4.73 months, which gave him a gross of $10,073 for a net of $6,611. My client has substantial expenses as he explained in his declaration, as he has the children 100% of the time. Turning to wife's income, she is 34 years old. and have the ability to work full-time, what we believe at a substantial rate. Despite being separated for 4 years, wife claims to have only worked a total of 38 hours from the entire month of April. Wife claims to have a net income of $1,200 while alleging to also have a budget of $3,500. The children are school age, and so it isn't really any impact on either of the parties regarding visitation. But again, at this point, mother has no visitation, so that's even more supported by the fact that she should be working full time. Wife is very likely receiving third-party support, which she denied, but my client believes that she is living with a significant other or working alternative jobs, which I think is also realistic, or simply just voluntarily remaining underemployed in hopes of continuing to receive support for the entirety of this dissolution action. My client in turn has taken on substantial attorney's fees and has consistently paid this high amount of support for 4 years of an 8-year marriage. We are asking the court, based on, again, simply the length of the marriage and the fact that wife should have transitioned to an ability to support herself, and the fact that my client has children 100% primary in his care, we ask the court terminate support. There's simply just not an ability to pay on an ongoing basis, and I think that based on the case law, my client is paid over half of the length of the marriage. We are asking the court consider an entry of a child support order based on our child support worksheets, which we believe are consistent with my client's income and what wife should be making if she returns to the workforce full time. So we do ask the court adopt our worksheets, enter a child support order, and terminate spousal support moving forward.
All right, thank you. Ms. Menifee, any response?
Yes, Your Honor. First off, William Menifee pays me $1,600 a month, is what agreed to through the court. The $250 is for rent for his parents living on the property that we own together. So that is false. The mortgage that he put in there that he said that he pays, he also put in that he pays, I think, 14 something. And because I'm on the mortgage also, so I know that that is false also. When I left, it was 900 and something. So those are a couple different things there. When I was with him, I was not allowed to work during that time. And while he built his career, what I do is I clean houses through a company. There's 6 other people that work during the daytime. And with the company, how it works is if there's, say, 3 houses in a day, a house can take 2 to 6 hours, depending on size, things that you do at the house. So yes, there is a lot of times that you can't work very full days. I live in Tootle as of right now, because that's all that was available during moving and having to move, because I'm still not getting my half of the house that we own together because he refuses to.
Because he doesn't live there! Guys, what is going on? What is going on? How is this a thing? How? Can you imagine? He's paying half the mortgage of the house that she's living in with her boyfriend.
Finalize the divorce to give me my half of what I am owed with the house. I wouldn't have to be paying over in my rent, which I do pay. My boyfriend that lives here only lives here on the weekends.
Please.
For the most part, because he works out of town. He works for Weather Guard. So he doesn't pay nearly even, he only pays a little bit towards rent as of where we live. So I pay the substantial amount of the rent.
Substantial?
Where else? There's only a certain amount of hours I can work within a week, and when they're in school. And that is why I've been with this particular job, to be able to work certain hours during that time frame. He has his mom living on the property as a
living at home babysitter for him for free. I know he says that he pays her. I guess that would be hearsay at that point. But I don't have my mom.
Let's skip ahead, guys, because she's just gonna talk and talk and talk and talk.
My client, and I think that this kind of goes into settlement territory, which is inadmissible, but my client has made every effort to get this case resolved. However, every time that we're close to resolving a case, the parenting plan issue blow up. My client hasn't had the ability to afford to take this case to trial, but needs to do so at this point because, again, every time that we think that she's stable and is going to be able to exercise, a substantial visitation schedule, there's a relapse and the children are damaged in the process. So I agree that this case needs to be resolved, but in the meantime, my client shouldn't be required or tethered to a support obligation that just isn't supported by law.
There you go. Yep. Good lawyer.
All right. I appreciate everybody's time and comments. So I'm looking at the temporary family law order that was entered July 9th, 2020. I'm just sort of working off of that. Clearly, there's a difference in whom has primary custody of the children, which is something to take into consideration. Second thing the court's going to take into consideration is nearly 3 years of family support has been ordered. Some of that time, children were not with mom, not necessarily a significant period of that time, but some of that time. And this is very clearly listed as family support, which is a combination of child support and spousal maintenance.
Look at that, family support and spousal maintenance.
With the children living with father primarily. Here's what I'm going to do. The $250.
Steve said the judge is like, hurry up, DoorDash is almost here.
A month for rental income, that will continue. I'm not going to change that at all. So he needs to pay that. And living with father primarily. Here's what I'm going to do. The $250 a month for rental income, that will continue. I'm not going to change that at all. So he needs to pay that. I'm also going to ask that or order that everything else in the order besides the $1,600 family support remain. So the Jeep will remain in Miss Menifee's possession and will be paid by the petitioner. Same with any medical, and the insurance should stay the same, home insurance.
Yes, to pay her car, her car payment.
The remainder of that order will stay. I do agree. Case law is a third of the marriage, especially for a short-term marriage that way, to receive full spousal support. I understand that wasn't, this was a combination of child support and spousal support. But I think at this point, I'm going to order that amount end, that we do the $250 a month for the rent on the tiny home. And then all the bills and medical and car remain the same. So those will be continue to be paid by Mr. Menifee. I'm not going to award any attorney's fees.
So how much does he have to pay?
And I will sign that order upon presentation.
Does the court want to set a presentation date?
I'm happy to do that. We can do a Friday morning, or the next Tuesday, I think, is either the 11th or 18th of July.
What is that for? I'm sorry.
To enter the order for the ruling that was made.
The 11th works for me.
Are you available, Ms. Menifee, on July 11th?
So, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to sound unintelligent here. On July 11th, you'll be entering what you just said, and so we'll have to come back to court to finalize that.
Yes, and that's not an unintelligent question. I wonder about it all the time. It's usually if there's anything that you disagree with in that order, if Miss Gilmore sends you that order and you're like, yeah, that's what the judge says, and you sign off that he was living in an apartment. So
as Megan was saying, Miss Gilmore was saying, I should have somehow gotten him to sell the house. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do that. to finalize this divorce.
I don't know what you're referring to, but
Please.
if that's what your want is, then I would encourage you, because you're representing yourself, you're more than you're completely allowed to reach out to Ms. Gilmore and talk about what you would want to get this taken care of. So you can have those kind of conversations with Ms. Gilmore on your own behalf, because you're representing yourself. So there's nothing that says you can't call her up and say, okay, this is what I think is reasonable.
Yeah, Johan, you are correct. Yeah, men are still dating, but anything on paper, marriages, weddings, honeymoons, all that's over with, man. Over with, right? And guys, us men, we will be perfectly fine, right? Perfectly fine. You know?
What does he say about that?
And then do we have to have a whole separate court? I tried to get some paperwork into the court office to be able to add the children onto this, and apparently the paperwork that I filled out was all the incorrect paperwork, because all your paperwork is very confusing. It's been a month and a half since I've seen them. We had been 50-50. He put in there that he had sole custody, but we've had 50-50 this whole time. My daughter's birthday is on the 2nd, and she's been begging to see me. I'm sorry.
No, I understand that. Ms. Gilmore, if you want to weigh in, I can't give you advice from the bench. I will tell you that there is a legal aid clinic. So there's attorneys that are here in the courthouse on Mondays. Miss Wade, can you confirm that for me? I think it's Mondays from
noon to 2.
Noon to 2 on Mondays. And I know we've had a couple Monday holidays recently, but they're here every Monday from 12 to 2. It'll help people fill out paperwork, make sure you have the right paperwork for what you want.
Your Honor, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay,
I can.
so
Have you
another hearing.
received the proposed order from Ms. Gilmore?
I did get the proposed order, and as my understanding, when they said what was proposed, that wasn't supposed to be signed until today. And he didn't pay me on the 1st, and so I'm now back on my rent right now, because I had believed that this wasn't being signed till today, and I didn't have adequate time to be able to figure out the money to be able to pay my rent without that money. So if the judge decides that he doesn't have to pay me the $1,600 anymore, is what I believe that they sent me.
Look at that. Now
Just
she's
like
mad.
what the judge said in the courtroom, then, there's not much I can do about that. But as for taking that money away before it's signed, I don't think that that's appropriate. Due
she's
to
mad.
I wouldn't
She's
have
mad
had
she's not
enough
getting
money
the
to
money.
figure out how to pay my rent when I rely on that money for.
So for all you guys who just got here, right? This chick's husband has custody of the kids, and she's living with her boyfriend. And she's still trying to get $1,800 a month in child support and alimony. And now the court's taking it away, right? And she's all upset.
No, nothing. I'm just emotional. Why don't you understand that?
So I think it sounds to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, ma'am, the only disagreement you have with Ms. Gilmore's proposed order is you are unclear about whether the judge's ruling ended the $1,600 of support on the date of the hearing, which looks like was June 20th, or whether it was supposed to continue until the order was signed today. Is that correct?
Yeah, because my understanding would be it's not done until it's signed.
Ms. Gilmore, I'm looking at the court's notes on that. It doesn't state an end date, but my assumption is it ended on the hearing date, but do you have any more information?
I was looking at the minutes to see if I could recall. I think it just wasn't addressed by the court. We likely would need a court to get a standing from Judge Foxton on what her termination date was.
Yeah. So let's do this, because I do think that it sounds like that is a somewhat significant issue for Miss Menifee.
That she has to get a job? Come on, man.
Or if Ms. Gilmore, does that work for you?
Yes, that works. And I can also just email Judge Foxton and see if she can get some input to us in the interim. And I'll do Ms. Menifee.
Okay. So let's just, because this issue should be short and I understand the financial implications to Ms. Menifee, let's set this over 1 week to July 18.
Let's set over, but Ms. Gold doesn't look like
This is the last one, guys.
she's online yet. But I do have a very short matter on number 5, Menifee and Menifee.
All right, Menifee and Menifee is 20-3-00227008 on, and should I have Miss Gilmore an order in my stack here?
So guys, this is all one. There's 4 different hearings for the same couple. Okay, this is the 4th hearing.
All right. I see it was behind another order. So I do have that, Miss Gilmore, so I will sign off on that.
Thank you.
Right.
So, Your Honor, this is Miss Menifee. So my understanding was nothing was done until we did the court date, which was on the 11th. And so I didn't have nearly enough time to be able to figure out changing my finances completely.
So she's still trying to get like that last month or 2 of that payment. She's trying to draw this out to get that $1,800 for as long as possible.
Rent. So I'm currently back on my rent right now because I thought that I had at least that one last payment of the first before the court date of when we're supposed to actually sign and come to the agreement on this.
Look at that. So she wants that last month, man.
Well, I think I made the ruling back in June that there'd be no more payments. So,
but it wasn't signed until we had the court date. And
I understand that, but it's essentially effective as of the court's ruling.
Oops.
So I will enter that order as proposed, hearing or not receiving any objections other than the clarification that I think we dealt with last hearing. All right. Thank you.
Now, guys.
That was the final hearing in their divorce. Mom did not return to court to try and reestablish her visitation, even though she submitted a copy of her AA attendance to the court prior to the hearing in June where the judge terminated the family support. It took 9 months from the last hearing for them to finalize their divorce and put a final parenting plan in place. I assume that since they did not come back in front of a judge, that they were able to come to an agreement with the help of Dad's lawyer. I would expect that as long as Mom can show that she's clean, that her visit...
And she's not going to be able to. Now, guys, look at this. Guys, look at this. This dude's getting boned, man. Boned. So he has $2,400 a month child support payments, guys. $2,400 a month. Okay? Look at this.
Doesn't add up.
And there's also
it just doesn't add up.
And there's also the ability for him to pick up a job waiting tables one night a week or something to that effect to kind of help pay for this.
I mean, she makes good money. She's making $10,400 a month.
So she makes $10,400 a month and wants $2,400 in child support from this guy. Guys, look at that.
You stupid woman. So my client has the child support that's currently ordered is $2,376. And from what I can tell, it's calculated correctly. And so, I mean, that's the child support my client's going to have to pay. There's a bankruptcy payment of $2,433. My client filed for bankruptcy, and in all honesty, he did take out a loan. My client had a gambling addiction and had taken out a loan for his gambling debt. But
oh, he's a gambling addict. Look at that, guys. Look at that.
there was also a large amount of marital debt that went into this bankruptcy.
Look at that.
And so he's having to pay this bankruptcy payment comes right out of his check.
Look at that, guys.
And he doesn't have any choice in the matter. And so if you look at just his basic essential expenses that he needs just to live, he's upside down $1,300. And in fact, if you just take, Judge, I just did the child support, the bankruptcy payment, and the IRA and insurance that comes out of his check that he doesn't have any control over. I mean, he would only have $871 left over. That's before he pays rent or eats food or anything. If you look at my exhibit D, as in David, that shows his pay stub. And I will tell the court that my client is on 100% commission. He works for Collision Center of Andover, and he paints cars. And so he just gets paid when he paints a car.
Hold on, guys. This one right here, I don't think that we ever finished this. Guys, look at this one. Guys, this chick, she's in court for driving without a license, and she calls to the courtroom driving without a license. Guys, what an absolute dunderhead.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Look.
Your hands are free while you're driving?
No, I'm saying I don't have the phone in my hand at all.
But you can't drive.
I'm finna pull in this gas station.
Mr. Prempeh, can I have your appearance?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jabari Prempeh, P81745, on behalf of Ms. Sherelle King, who is present via Zoom and consents to proceeding in this fashion.
And guys, the only way to make this system change is for men en masse to not participate. Guys, stop freaking getting these chicks pregnant and ending up in child support court. And the less men who get married, the less divorce court and child support there is. You know what I'm saying?
Despite its limitations. Ms. King, would you please state your name for the record?
Sherelle King.
All right, thank you.
I tried to reschedule. I had other things to do.
More important.
So she said, I tried to reschedule court because I had more important things to do. And guys, she's in court for driving without a license. And she's driving without a license right now.
And being in court?
I was there this morning. I tried to reschedule, honey, and they told me I could not.
Oh, wait. You're
Look at the judge's face. Look at the court reporter's face, dude. Look at... Oh, guys, where's the race card at? Sorry. Get this bad boy out.
You're talking to the judge. You're calling me a honey? Ma'am? Is that what you're doing? Is that what we're doing? You're in court, whether you know it or not. You're in court. Is this the way you conduct yourself in court?
I'm Sherelle King.
Ma'am, these are misdemeanor offenses where you could go to jail. Do you understand that?
Understandable.
Look at the attitude on this broad. Guys, are you seeing this? Guys, I've said this once, and I'll say it again. I will stand 10 toes down, dead ass. You could Thanos snap 93% of all American beat-ups away, and the world would be a much better place, right? I will stand on that until the day I die. Neon, what's up, man?
Okay, so Ms. King, you're gonna come into the building tomorrow morning. You'll be here tomorrow at 9 a.m., ma'am. We'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Look
All right, so the next case we're gonna do is
at that, guys. The disrespect. Absolutely insane, guys. Hold on.
The issuing.
Okay. Anyways, let's go.
Wait.
Let's go back. Okay.
Get paid by the hour or anything. He gets paid by the car. And so some months it's okay, and other months it's not okay. And especially given the fact that he's had kind of a tumultuous last couple months, it hasn't been great. I mean, he's in here right now sitting in my office not painting cars, so he's not making money. And it's not like he gets, vacation pay or something. And so he hasn't been making as much. If you look at this pay stub that I attached at Exhibit D, I mean, he's basically netted out $521 is what he brought home that week. I mean, you take, what is it? 521 times 4.3. I mean, that's $2,240 that he's bringing home. Well, then if he pays $2,300 in child support, he now has $100 left over. I mean, it just doesn't add up. And so what we're asking, Judge, is that the mom, that Rachel, pay half of the bankruptcy payment.
Chris says, I just popped in here to make sure they're respecting women. Hey, Chris.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Run amok.
Wicked. What's up, man? Good to see you, buddy.
Which is 1,200. If you look at her domestic relations affidavit, which I attached at Exhibit A, and you look at page 5 of that domestic relations affidavit, she has $762 left over every month. I mean, she makes good money. She's making $10,400 a month. And so, while I understand that she has some anger and frustration, which is rightly felt, over the fact that part of this bankruptcy is from his gambling debts and things like that, I will tell the court that there's a over $500 a month car payment that she was making for her car that she no longer has because it's now in the bankruptcy. There's extensive medical bills, as you saw from the response. The minor child had extensive medical bills. That's gone into the bankruptcy.
Look at
that. There's a lot of marital debt that's in there too. It's not all, because I know what you're going to hear is, this is his bed. He needs to lie in it and all that. And my client acknowledges that. There's no two ways about it. But the numbers just don't add up, Judge. I mean, he just can't, he can't make it all work. And so we're asking that she pay half of that bankruptcy payment.
Homeboy paints cars. Guys, he just needs to just up and move to England, move to Canada, move to Mexico, just right, and then he won't have to pay anything. $2,400 a month for child support, and another like $2,500 a month for this bankruptcy thing, right? Yeah, Chris, you are correct. That's a great skill. You know what I'm saying? He can go anywhere in the world and do that. So you better be down in friggin' Curacao, or Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? Doing that. So,
Holly, is your client in a position, or is his employer in a position to give him additional work, overtime work, if you will, different responsibilities within the business so that he can earn more money rather than just paint cars?
Well, no, that's what he's traditionally done. I can ask him real quick. I haven't really asked him that question. I will tell you another problem that's kind of exacerbated everything is that he's got this guy that he works with who is basically preps the cars, right? So he'll mask the car off and do any kind of sanding or anything that needs to be done like that. And then my client comes in and just bam, paints the car. And then he'll buff it out, but that's all he does. And then the helper guy will take the masking stuff off and all that. As part of his progression, he was paying him 30% so Michael was paying the helper guy 30% of his commission. Then it went to 35, then to 40, then to 45, and now they just bumped him.
Yeah, guys, I don't know how you guys didn't just smell the sarcasm coming off of Chris's statement. You guys know Chris was just joking when he about the respecting woman comment. Don't worry, Chris. We got you, buddy.
Up to 50% because of the longevity of this guy being there. And so it actually is kind of cutting into his pay just a little bit. But just a second, Judge. Let me ask him real quick that question you asked.
Okay.
Yeah, Judge, he says that there's not that I mean, he says, look, I'm there 8 to 5 every day. It's just, it depends on how many cars they have coming through there, yeah, how busy they are. So, and you can't control that. It's just when the car's getting wrecks.
Guys,
when they need painted. So
he's cooked.
Yeah, there's not really
they're not going to lower his
work any
payments.
there.
Kind of like law practice, Mr. Holly. Sometimes there is client income and sometimes there isn't.
Yes.
All right, I understand the situation. All right, he's taking a practical approach here. Ms. Sewer, what is your response to Mr. Holly's argument?
Sure. My client's response is that she had no idea that Mr. Schumacher was gambling, racking up debt. He racked up over $80,000 in gambling debt.
80 grand.
My client says that there's not a lot of medical bills within the bankruptcy. She believes that his rehab is a part of the bankruptcy and that there is one medical bill for the youngest child, Georgie, that my client says was about $1,500 that is included in the bankruptcy. There is a small amount of a credit card that has some furniture on it. Her anticipation is that the furniture would be ultimately divided by the parties. And her car is tied into the bankruptcy. They had to put it into the bankruptcy, but my client has credit card debt that's in her name alone that wasn't included in the bankruptcy because she was not a part to the bankruptcy. I've asked Mr. Holly if he could contact, or his client could contact his bankruptcy attorney to find out. My client is willing to surrender her car. And I think long-term, she doesn't want a car that's tied to a bankruptcy that's not her own bankruptcy. I don't have, it's not my client's other attorney, they're the ones with the common client. So they need to let us know if that's possible, but she's willing to do that, which we would believe would reduce his monthly bankruptcy car payment. Then she can get a car on her own that's not a part of the bankruptcy that she can make payments for. My client is not opposed to paying a small amount towards the bankruptcy.
Paying a small amount. Oh, isn't she just amazing, guys? Isn't she just so generous? Please.
To pay for half of the credit card that does have some furniture on there. She believed that would be about maybe $190 or so of the bankruptcy. If we could get a breakdown of how much Georgie's medical bill is per month within that bankruptcy, she's willing to pay a portion of that piece of it. But to ask her to pay half of a bankruptcy that the sole need for this bankruptcy was this huge gambling debt that she had nothing to do with, we don't believe is fair, just, and equitable. The reason that the child support is so high is because of the young children's age. and they're in
And?
daycare, which is expensive, as the court's well aware. And my
This guy
client
is
is the one
cooked,
that
man.
pays
He's
health insurance for
cooked.
the minor children, and it's close to $600 that she pays to cover the children for health insurance. So, you know, she's paying with the child support all of those hard, fixed, real costs that need to be in place for the children. And their youngest, Georgie, has some significant health issues. If you recall that from the response that we filed, I mean, she's got to have this good insurance that they have because she's having surgeries on hearts and I think kidneys and all sorts of major procedures going on. So, you know, my client doesn't have the capability of paying half of the bankruptcy. As I said, she's willing to take out her car and have us explore that to reduce his payment and have
Look
her
at
get
that.
her
Oh,
own car.
how nice,
She's willing
right?
to pay a small amount towards Georgie's medical bill and towards the furniture that's on one credit card that's within the bankruptcy. But it's his choices, his gambling that got the parties into this financial bind. My client does believe that there is the capability of going in a little bit earlier, staying a little bit late on a day, for example, where he has court, so that he still can get hours in at work. I don't think, she doesn't believe he has to necessarily work 8 to 5. And there's also the ability for him to pick up a you know, job waiting tables one night a week or something to that effect to kind of help pay for this. But I think his request would not be fair, just, and equitable given the reason for this bankruptcy. And so we're asking the court, you know, to order her to.
Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Where are we? Hold on, guys. Let's take a little trip here. Now, where are we on the likes, guys? Let's see. Guys, make sure to hit the like button, guys. We have, was it 86 people watching? How many likes we have? We have 82 likes, guys. So look at this, guys.
Federal agents launched raids in one of the first visible signs of President Trump's mass deportation plan coming together. Raids targeting violence.
At that. Guys, look at that. That means ICE is out there, guys. Look at that, guys. You know what I have to say about that, guys? Yo, dude, those ICE agents came up in there, guys. Now, you guys know who needs to do this next, right? You guys know who needs to do this next? The UK, man. The UK needs to do the same thing. Sweden, Denmark, you know what I'm saying? Come on, dude. But guys, yeah. He said ICE to see everyone. And guys, here's the thing. Whites, working class whites, right? Blacks, Hispanics, Asians, Native Americans, all of us working as citizens, we have nothing to worry about. Nothing. If you're a citizen, you go to work every day, this shouldn't bother you at all. You know what I'm saying? 8-Bit Dragon, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. As usual. Good to see you, man.
Violent individuals in Boston earlier today. It's what's known as a worst first approach, first prioritizing the arrests of gang members and murder suspects. The Trump administration says it.
Oh, but it's going to be regular people. It's going to be regular working Americans that are going to be kicked out. It's going to be Native Americans, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Arrested 538 illegal immigrants today in what it says is the beginning of the largest deportation operation in history.
Look at that.
But there are still questions about what this might look like on a larger scale, and Fox 4's Casey Stiegel in studio tonight with more on that. Casey.
Yeah, hey there, Steve. Immigration and Customs Enforcement officials wasting little time under the new administration. Agents carrying out raids in certain parts of the country targeting violent criminal offenders in the United States.
Garrett Grant said, return to sender, address unknown. Oh no, look at oh man, that is oh guys, like I said, someone had said something about Chicago. Yeah, guys. It's funny how the black community is the most anti-democrat there is in Chicago because of this whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
United States illegally and wanted by law enforcement.
Look at that.
Fox News cameras were there to capture some of the action.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for
Look at
everything that he did for me, bro.
An expletive-laced tirade from a Haitian migrant as he was taken into custody during
Yeah.
a recent ICE raid outside of Boston. Federal agents say the man has a long rap sheet with 17 criminal convictions.
Look at that. 17 criminal convictions. Look at that. And he said, thank God for Sleepy Joe. What is going on? Guys, what is going on?
The feds picking up at least 8 different targets on this one particular mission, including several MS-13 gang members. According to ICE, this Dominican national was wanted for assault with a deadly weapon and heroin trafficking.
It's these targeted enforcement operations. And so that's what you're seeing most of. When you hear ICE is going to different places, they're talking about criminal aliens.
Victor Manjares Jr. is a retired U.S. Border Patrol chief. He tells Fox 4 what you're seeing is the federal government's way of prioritizing the worst of the worst for deportation.
And I think that is a very good tactic to take, because I don't think there's too many people that would disagree about removing criminals out of your community.
However, Manjares says the ICE raids will eventually turn to non-violent criminals, focusing on anyone in the homeland illegally. His prediction?
I think what you're going to start seeing, because we're seeing it a little bit more in San Diego right now, I've noticed it, is the idea of self-deports, right? People leaving on their own accord. They don't want to get arrested here, or they don't want to get arrested separate from their family.
But for now, the focus will remain on taking dangerous criminals off American streets.
Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
All right, so it's
Look at that, guys. If that doesn't sum up the wokey wokes, right? Come on. Anyways, I digress.
Pay a very nominal amount towards the bankruptcy payment, and to order Mr. Schumacher to coordinate with his bankruptcy attorney, my client, to surrender her car so that she can get her own, and she will help in
that was weird. Okay, anyways, guys, there was another one here. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Here you go.
Started out with.
So this chick's lying about her income so that she doesn't have to pay child support, guys.
That I wanted her to like live under a bridge and not be able to eat food, and that she shouldn't be paying child support, over the $200 limit or 200 and something she's claimed. And then she claimed that she was going to end up having to quit her job because she couldn't afford child support, and that to me that made no sense.
Due to a sensitive aspect about this case, the child was allegedly essayed by mom's boyfriend, so I'm going to censor not only the child's name, but dad's.
Whoa, did you hear the kid was essayed by the mom's boyfriend? Look at that!
Name as well.
Requesting the modified child support, requesting the modified medical support. Testimony will be Mr. has CHAMP VA, and it's costing him $39 a month to carry the child. So that's going to be the requested medical. As far as the child support, Ms. Atha will testify to employment beginning Q4 of 2023 through Q3 of 2024. The numbers fall off pretty significantly in Q3 of 2024, but the state's request is going to be to use the average of those four for the gross, and then to calculate child support accordingly. So I have an average for those four of $2,059.25. And the child support I calculate 356, and then the medical support would be the 39, and then also requesting the court to confirm arrears as of 12/31/24. That number $8,953.58.
$8,000 in arrears. She only owes $300 a month. Guys, how long has he been going without paying child support?
As the court probably already knows, the interest is just under 45, so the state's request for repayment would be 95.
Wow.
But Your Honor, the biggest issue, and that's why I'm not sure if this is going to be a temp or a final, I believe two other smaller issues and then the big issue. So the request from the court to order app close, I believe that they're already using it, but I think that Mr. request be to make that official. And then there's a request for non-disclosure as well. I'll let Mr. tell the court about that. But then the biggest issue, Your Honor, Mr. is going to testify to a number of issues with the child, and this may be a continuous support case, Your Honor. So I'd ask the court to hear the evidence and decide if it would be appropriate to do a temporary order and proceed on the continuous. The child is going to turn 15 in May, and so I'm worried that we might time out on this if we don't if we wait too long, and that's why I'm asking the court to hear the evidence and decide if it's appropriate to proceed on the continuous.
Was that pled for?
No, Your Honor, the state would have to refile.
Okay, I'm about to say I need pleadings on that. Okay, well, like I say, the child's 15. That's when you need to start doing these things and make sure they get done before the 18th birthday. So, but yeah, I've got no problem with you're probably looking at making this just a temp if that's what you want to do eventually on this one. But anyway, Miss CSO Atha has already been sworn in. Mr. Please, well, you're not turn your video on and raise your right hand, sir.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. What happened?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
All right, sir. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give this court today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're officially under oath. I'm gonna go ahead. You put your hand down, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and let the state call the witnesses. And at the end of your testimony from by questions asked by the state, if there's anything else you think I need to know that's pertinent or didn't come out, you can bring it out at that point. But it appears again, this is just going to be a temporary order because the state is requesting that the court needs to look at whether or not this child support should continue after the child's 18th birthday and plus graduation from high school or whatever secondary school he may be attending. And we'll see about setting that up eventually. But for right now, we'll go ahead and get what we can get done today. So at this time, Mr. Diamond, call your first witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Call Miss Atha. Miss Atha, will you state your full name?
Brianna Atha.
And have you conducted...
Miss... Oh, yeah. Guys, she looks like the Kool-Aid man.
Did a wage investigation in this matter?
Yes, I did.
Will you tell the court what you found?
So from this, I have wages going back to Q4 of 2023. So the gross monthly for each breakdown for quarterly, for Q4 of 2023, I have $2,707.33. For Q1 of 2024, I have $2,566.67. For Q2 of 2024, I have $2,231.67. And for Q3 of 2024, it drops down to $731.33, which is below minimum wage presumption. So those are the wages that I have for the last 4 quarters available.
Okay, and was there anything for Q4 of 2024?
Not yet.
Okay, I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
All right, do you have any questions of the CSO?
Questions or
No questions. Do you have anything to ask about what she testified to, sir?
I don't think so. It's pretty clear.
Well, you're your own lawyer, so I have to give you the opportunity, but I think it's not normal. It's not, and most people don't, but I have to offer. So at this time, make a CSO, may excuse Mr. Diamond.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're free to go, and I'll let the state call the next witness, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Call Mr. Sir, will you state your full name, please? All right, and let's talk about some things. So first of all, how old is your son right now?
Almost 15. He's 14. He'll be 15 in May.
Okay. What do you do for health coverage for your son?
I have. He was on Medicaid for a while, and I think he might still be. They're supposed to be putting him off because the Champ VA took over. So right now he's on Champ VA officially.
Okay. And what do you pay a month to carry your son on Champ VA?
Champ VA itself isn't paid, but it only covers 80%, so I have to pay the supplemental on top of that, which is like 79 for the family, or 78, I think it is.
Okay, so if it's 78 for the family, who all is covered under the supplemental?
Just my son and his stepmom, my wife currently.
Okay, so $39 would be your son's portion of it, if we divided it in half. Okay. Let's talk about your child's mother and.
I'll be right back. Let me let this play. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second.
Nothing. You swing over here. I will make sure that I don't go anywhere out of you guys' eyesight, breathing. I promise you. Oh, I promise you.
All right, ma'am. Thanks for being cooperative.
Oh, no. No problem.
Just let go of your hands. Yep. Where's that knife that you brought out?
I don't have a knife.
Okay, stop flexing your hands.
All of my clothes and my belongings are in my car. Do you see all of my things?
So it's...
Do you, excuse me, anybody with a brain, do you see all of my clothes and my things in my car?
We might need 2 cups, actually. Yeah.
There's probably a spatula and a rubber set of tongs. Oh, it's really hard to cuff somebody when you're cuffing them with a knife, right? You guys all have knives, right? This is ridiculous. I'm gonna wait here until you guys find a knife. Okay? I'm gonna wait here until you guys find a knife. Okay?
I can smell the
No,
alcohol.
you're not asking me. No, it's called garlic croutons.
No, it's not.
Yeah, and they're right there on the seat. And I've been eating 2 bags of them. Yeah, it's garlic. I know, it's really garlicky.
All right, ma'am. Go ahead and step out this way.
Dude,
We're gonna step
the
back that way.
croutons are right there.
Not your cruiser. Back that way, ma'am. To your left.
I'm gonna wait until you guys find a knife, okay?
Go ahead and step this way.
Yeah, no problem.
Ma'am.
Just leave me alone. What?
You want your purse?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication, and I want my croutons, please. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought somebody was talking to me.
It never gets old. It never gets old. The quintessential 304 voice, dude, right? Quintessential, right, guys?
And then we'll talk about your son. Do Do you have reason to believe that she's
Oh.
playing games as far as
Guys, we just hit 100 likes, guys. You know what that means, right? Wait, what the hell is this? Huh, you guys know what that means, right? Right, guys?
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside hoeing. I work at hoeing. Y'all want to know what company I work at? I work at hoeing.
All right, guys, here we go. Off to 304 TikTok. Here we go, guys.
Okay, so bitch, why am I at work? And like, mind you, this hotel right now is hold the fuck out. Like, hold the fuck down. Every hoe in the city is at this hotel right now. So I'm like, I'm finna go. But mind you, I've been here maybe for like 30 minutes, but I just keep getting harassed by these two pimps that look like motherfucking studs. Like, I don't know if you're a woman or if you are a man, but like, it's getting on my motherfucking nerves, right? So every time, like, it's two of them. So one of them, he was like following me, like, woo, like saying his little la. Like, little do they motherfucking know, I be calling my mom and I be like, Daddy, it's pimps in here following me. Woo. My mom be like, what they look like? So I'll be describing them like, Daddy, they look like this, that, and the third, right? My mama don't give a fuck. So after the one gets done following me, because he's like probably thinking I'm on the phone with my folks, mind you, you know my folks is locked up. So like, I gotta call my motherfucking mama. Like, but like, so when I call my mom, and so he'll like back off, but then I freaking, it's two hoes walking in the parking garage right now, so I just be looking. Anyways, so then like he backs off, so then I go back to my little spot, woo, and freaking the other one, he's like walking by me, he's like, damn baby, I've been like looking for you, blase blah, you smell hella good. Like, sir, first of all, get the fuck away from me, whatever you are. Get the fuck back before I get mad. So I call my mom again, like, Daddy, the friend is now talking to me, like, I want you to come in here so I could work, I need to break. So then I'm like, you know what, this is just becoming like a fucking habit.
Her father must be proud, guys, right? Guys, can you believe it? This is 304 TikTok, meaning there's a bunch of chicks that are actual streetwalkers and 304s putting this out on the internet. Insane.
So like, out of all these hoes in here, y'all gotta harass me? Cause y'all know who Big Mama is. But no, so then like, I noticed that there's like other motherfucking, there's some more ism up in there. Girl, so I'm just like, you know what, I'm finna leave. I'm walking down the stairs like for the bar. Why somebody at the table, he like, oh no, we finna get a trap out that bitch. Oh my God!
The streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get the money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Guys, I got nothing. Guys, send the asteroid. Guys, put a 1 if you agree that Thanos was on to something, right? Come on now. Guys, I think Thanos might have had something good going on there, you know?
Like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean we finna get a trap out that bitch? Is y'all finna rob me? Is y'all finna follow me? Because now I'm scared. I'm motherfucking terrified. And you know what? I got the Messiana on me and I won't hesitate to put a nigga down. You feel me? Like, oh my gosh. This the stressful part about home, bitch. Like, what? Please, save me. Okay, I'm dirty as hell for that last clip, but like, they got me fucked up. Like, let a bitch work. Let me get some dough. Like, even though I already got a big bag, but like, you know, I could always do better. I could always make more. Yeah, but they just knew who Big Mama was. Like, period.
What a mess. Hey, guys, look at this. I told you guys, put a 1 if you agree with me. Redheads are either gorgeous or they're gargoyles, right? Guys, there is no in-between with redheads, right? Guys, bubble, bubble, boil in trouble. Guys, come on, man. Come on. Come on, dude. Look at this. Look at that, guys. Got the bull ring in her nose, like meth marks on her face. The tattoo between her boobs. Guys, this is like the Tekken 1 Heihachi of 304s, right? Look at that. Yeah, someone says look like a mecha addict. Look at that.
Baby, I know you're new to my page, so it's okay. I'll a special response for you. A lack of self-belief, a lack of self-confidence, and the wrong advice.
Guys, put another one. If you agree with me, English chicks age like goat milk. Guys, English chicks, look at that. Look at that. Guys, look at her face. This is what meth does to you, man. Hello? Don't do methamphetamines.
Advice given to me by my father. Something which I am now finally addressing with my therapist. I was told at a very young age, go into sex work. It's how to make a lot of money. You're a beautiful girl. And
her. Beautiful. Okay.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Clown world. Yes, 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 Johan. Yeah, beautiful in a horsey kind of way. Yeah, she does have that kind of horse face. Look at that. Yes, Magi, we have seen worse. We have, guys. Guys, 304 tick. You know what? Guys, you know what? Hey. Pump the brakes, guys. Pump the brakes. Right here. Where are we? Guys, how old do you think this person is? Because there's a couple things here. Number one, she's a 304, so Lord knows half of Manchester. You know what I mean? A quarter of Liverpool. Right? Shot up the club. Right? About half the king's army, you blast it up with the blunderbuss and this bad boy. And then she's a redhead, strike 2. And she's English. Right? And she looks like a former junkie. Guys, I would say she's probably in her late 20s. Maybe, but she looks like she's in her 40s. I mean, come on, guys. If this is not the poster child for a hard knock life, right here, you know? Yeah. Anthony, I agree with you. She's probably 27. Who looks about 40. You know what I mean? Down bad, dude. Down bad. Guys, there was a girl that I went to college with. Her name was Jamie. And she was a redhead. She was gorgeous. Did she look like one of those, like, chicks that would be like the hot chick in like an Irish move, you know, like the one like crazy wise Irish chick, you know what I'm saying? In like a fantasy movie, dude. She was hella fine. She's probably like a 9. She's like the hottest redhead I've ever seen. So Steve says worse. You should see my ex-wife. Thanks for the $2, man. I appreciate that.
Seriously, garlic croutons, dude.
Yeah, guys. Yeah, there's hot redheads, and then there's Punky Brewster / Pippi Longstocking looking redheads, you know?
Because I never had a father in my life. What is my hair doing? Because I never had a father in my life, but I did see my dad once a year. I took his word as verbatim, and because at this age when he told me to do it, I was maybe between 12 to 16 years old. It's all kind of a blur. But during that period of my life, I was living in a homeless shelter, and baby, I was living off like £57 a week. And I had this poverty, scarcity mindset. So when somebody told me, hey, you know, escorting, you can escort me.
Hey, you can use nature's credit card, right? That's what someone said. Because, guys, we all know the Vajee is nature's credit card. And that's why it's crazy seeing homeless chicks out there, right, guys? Right?
To fancy dinners, you can escort men to balls, and they'll pay you a lot of money for that. I thought, cha-ching. I mean, that's just logical. Obviously, when I actually did begin escorting, I did know what it was, but I was still coasting that naivete.
Oh, please! Do you guys believe that? Well, actually, someone told me that it would just be escorting them to dinners and escorting them to hockey games. And I was so naive, I didn't realize that I'd have to give a blowy. Guys, come on. Do you honestly think that she didn't know that she'd have to do something strange for a little bit of change? Come on.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
And guys, here's another thing too, guys. Right? In the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, even the 80s and 90s, guys, there would be girls who would be literal 304s or just plain whores, right? Plain 304s. Letting Gavin, letting Nug Nug, letting Chad, right? If this chick, letting Neville, letting Liam. And guys, they can still get away with finding someone to marry them. Because guys, oftentimes 304s kept their mouths shut. You know what I'm saying? Guys, do you know how many girls I know from college that were straight up like banging the whole wrestling team, banging the whole football team, but ended up moving to another town? And some knuckleheaded simp, some moron, right? Some married him because guys, he doesn't know. Because back in the day, 304s kept their mouths shut. They weren't out there advertising, right? Guys, there was a girl that I went to college with, and like all of my friends and I just basically at one point or another smashed this chick, right? And I remember it was like right after I graduated from college, and she had come back. I mean, she had met this army guy, and we were all at a party, and she's like, "Hey guys, hey, this is my husband." And all of us are like, "Hey, what's up, dude?"
Led me to think that was the solution in the first place. And the first time I got paid like £400, that was for my sugar baby appointment. Second time I got paid £150 for my first ever escorting appointment. And I thought, this is it. This is the most amount of money I'll ever make for an hour of my time. And you saw me do that gig, and I got paid the same amount of money for that gig. And I will get paid more for my future gigs. I will. I'm going to be a household name. Just you fucking watch. It's absolutely a lack of belief in my talent. It's not that I didn't know I was talented. I know I'm talented. I know I'm good at what I do. I know
the lie detector determined that was a lie.
I'm a good guitarist. I know I'm a talented singer. I should be. I've invested thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds into training, and other people have invested in me. But lack of belief around money and what you can actually earn from a talent.
Are you sure that she hasn't messed up her vocal cords laying down that thunder throat?
And then also simultaneously being afraid of my talent, because I know I'm good. I know I'm good. This isn't coming from a place of arrogance. It's coming from a place of I've trained. I'm skilled. I should be good. And then I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of that success, or at least I was. I'm not now. I'm not. I'm putting myself out there. So thank you for this. And everybody else knows this story, but I feel for you, I'll give you this because you're leaving a lot of comments and I appreciate that support. Have a lovely evening. Mwah.
Her little name here is called Profit from Trauma. And she calls herself Maeve Moon. Guys, come on. Come on, man. she's trying to make this into like a whole success story, right? Please.
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
Clown world, right? Guys, we'll do one more. Look at this.
So I'm going to let you in on some things I did as an escort, the most common things that people would ask me for. So the least common thing, which was actually really surprising to me, was dressing up. So a lot of clients would just want a standard GFE or a PSE, but then there was a few people that would want like a schoolgirl outfit, a secretary outfit, and in all honesty, it was on a rare occasion that people would request me to actually dress up.
I'll do this in parts, so go to part 2.
Look at that, guys. Guys.
That would want.
Look at this knucklehead. Look at these tattoos. This girl's not a bad looking chick, man. But obviously, guys, you can just see the wear and tear on their face, right? Just look at the deadness in her eyes. You know? Guys, when these chicks start banging a bunch of dudes, you know what I'm saying? Guys, just look, you can just see the light in their eyes, just die. You know what I'm saying? And guys, the craziest thing is when you see on these podcasts, I thought a man wants to have a woman who has experience. Please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Come on, man. Come on.
As her income goes?
I believe so, yes. She's made plenty of comments, some of them on app close, some on just private chats, or video chats with my son since then.
Okay, can you maybe tell the court maybe the two most relevant comments that she's made as far as her wages?
The most relevant was started out with, that I wanted her to live under a bridge and not be able to eat food, and that she shouldn't be paying child support, over the $200 limit or 200 and something she's claimed. And then she claimed that she was going to end up having to quit her job because she couldn't afford child support. And that, to me, that made no sense. I said, why would you quit your job, in order to pay more child support? That, it would be the opposite. You'd be looking for a job. So that was kind of out there about 2 years ago is when she mentioned that.
Okay. So it's your takeaway, though, that she's intentionally working less?
I would think so, because she's had, prior to that, she was bragging about having more work history supposedly than I've had in my entire life. Then all of a sudden she's, without a job. So it's kind of goes hand in hand with that comment.
Okay. So let's talk some more about her. You heard me tell the court in the opening that your request was that app close be ordered. Did I have that correct?
Yes, it was ordered originally, but she's barely followed that maybe 50% of the time. She's tried to get around that, the text messages and video messages and harassment. I've had to ask her multiple times to, use only app close because of that reason for, keeping things on a provable fashion.
Okay. And then I take it you also have some concerns with her knowing your home address. Is that correct?
At first, I didn't think it would be a big issue, but my son has brought it up many times that he's worried and fearful that some of her friends and the ex-boyfriend that assaulted him in the first place, assaulted him, that caused him to come here, may or may not, come by our address one day. So, yeah, I think it would be safe to say that it could be an issue in the future.
Okay. Okay, so let's talk about your son.
Mm-hmm.
What is his school situation right now?
He's in high school now. He just got through DAEP. He's been in trouble a lot. Well, he's been in trouble ever since I've had him back because of the issues from his raising by her. But it's gotten worse. It's gone up instead of down. I've had him in a couple mental institutions part time. We had him in one 6 months that was also a school in Liberty Hill for almost 6 months, and he's not getting extremely terrifyingly worse, but he's definitely going upwards still. It's still an uphill battle.
And has there been a diagnosis for autism?
They said he was on the spectrum at Maridel Achievement Center.
Guys, isn't it crazy how so many of these kids are quote unquote on the spectrum now? You know what I'm saying?
Was that last time?
Is going to be required for him. Okay. And is there some concern that ongoing hospitalization is going to be required for him?
It's definitely. I mean, I'm going to try to put him into a military style school with the National Guard if it comes down to it when he's like 16 years old. But I don't know if that's going to be enough to help with the rest of it, because I think a lot of it's more of a mental thing than just a behavioral, on purpose thing.
Okay, and so the doctors and other mental health professionals that you've worked with, have they given you any sort of prognosis as far as what his life is going to look like?
Yeah, his psychiatrist, who's a really nice guy from Baylor Scott and White. His name was I had it written down. I always forget it for some reason. They change him up occasionally. Dr. Butler. He's getting ready to switch out to back to his original one, Dr. Freeman. He says that from his professional opinion that even though the autistic thing is like on the paperwork, he believes it's more of a sociopathic tendency that he's kind of headed towards because of the way he was treated, and stuff he went through. And he's telling me that it's going to be a really hard cognitive kind of what do they call it? It's not a oppositional defiance, but there's one step above that, something to do with not cognitive, but it's like a behavioral. Well, it's more of a, as he put it, the type of behavior that'll put you in jail and cause you to really get into some bad situations in the future once they age and get more mature. So he's worried about that, as far as his future goes.
I understand. As far as like ongoing care that he might require when he gets older, is there some concern that there might be ongoing care?
I think so, especially for medications, because he doesn't know how to take his own medications, and he has ADHD diagnosis as well, so that kind of
damn, look at that,
gloms together and makes it worse. So he has a really hard time remembering stuff, and then add on that the rest of his mental stuff. He got really shaky and stuff.
All right, let's skip ahead, guys.
No, Your Honor. It was $731.33 was the monthly average for that quarter.
Okay.
And when I calculated, I took just all 4 quarters and I divided them.
Okay, I just want to make sure that wasn't a gross amount for the entire quarter. I was going to go with the.
This guy works for Lamborghini. Look at that.
I'll go with the minimum wage presumption, but since that's a net amount, then I'll go ahead and go with that with the other 3 quarters in order to break child support in this matter. And I'm going to go ahead and start that the first day of February. I'll go ahead and actually appoint the Atlanta, and I'll ask Ms. Walker to see when Ms. Gustafson is going to be appearing in court sometime, as anytime she's going to be.
And she's ahead of us, Your Honor. It looks like
that would change.
So it looks like
Mr.
They actually did
no.
give him child support. Now, guys, we're gonna switch gears, right, real fast. And Rajai brought this one up, so guys, we're gonna look at this one again.
That's the sound of the police.
You guys remember this one with the 18-year-old who was crying? She was trying to cash a bad check, and then her friends left her. All right, Adam, have a good night, buddy. You guys remember this one? Guys, this one went on Greatest Hits. But, Rajai... Actually, hold on, guys. Guys, did anyone see the video that I dropped earlier today on the second channel with that crazy broad? That has to be the craziest chick I've ever seen. Guys, yeah, I will put a 1 if you remember this one, guys, because this is a good one. Let me just change this up here. Let's see. 1 second, guys. Guys, look at this one.
Here's what's going to happen. You're going to be going to jail today, okay? Regarding what's going on here, if you'd like to talk.
But I'm still gonna go to jail.
Yes, you're right.
How am I, what's gonna happen to me?
Well, you're going to go to jail, you're going to be booked, and...
Like with grown-ass women?
Yes, you're an adult.
Okay, what if they beat me up or something?
On February 1st, 2023, police officers were dispatched to a local bank following a report of a suspected forged check.
Guys, this is one of the best body cam footage I've ever watched, dude. This is so good. You can see this chick's whole world come crashing down. You know what I'm saying? And then she starts crying, and out come the tears. Right, guys? Just crying. Boo-hoo-hoo.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Good.
Look at that, guys. That's a woman somehow. Look at that right there, guys. Look at that, guys. Look at the.
I'm not here to talk about my transition. I'm here to kick some f***ing ass.
You got your ID on you?
It's right there. I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yeah. Where'd your friend go?
My cousin?
Yeah.
I'm assuming to the car. I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Yeah. Where'd she go?
Hey. What's the issue?
Well, she just left without you. Where'd she go?
She went back to. I'm actually supposed to be leaving now because I have to go pick up.
And look at this knucklehead's attitude, guys.
What's going on?
Okay. Where'd she go to?
I just said to the car, sir. What is going on again?
She got in a car in the middle of the road.
I'm sorry, in the middle of the road.
Yeah. When she saw me, she ran out of here.
Okay. So they left me?
So, they left me? Look at that, guys. There's no honor among thieves, man. Look at that. Right there. That's what you know. She's cooked. She's cooked. She's cooked. And for all you guys who haven't seen this, she was trying to pass a bad check. Right? And her friend or her cousin or whoever whoever that was just left her there, you know?
Okay. Just hang out. What's your name? Serenity?
Serenity.
Okay.
Serenity. Of course it is.
Come meet with her.
Hang tight. There's a caseworker that's following her.
Hi, how you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, yeah, you can slide that phone.
What's that?
So here's the check. You can slide that phone. So Jim Milford, I told him to call me. He's our corporate security.
Okay.
So the other day we've had a very we get these similar situations all the time where it's kind of like what happens is they get these fraudulent checks. They put enough money in the account to try to cash the check against it. And then they appear fraudulent. So we had one the other day that came in yesterday.
Was it the same group?
A different girl, but I imagine it's like the same, probably the same group. But
At your branch?
Was that?
At your branch?
Yeah, there was another girl here yesterday, and she went to Gulfgate. She left here, she went to Gulfgate, and they called the police. So now she's here. We got information from another branch that said that she was there. And what's been happening is they have a bunch of different checks. So I don't know about this one specifically, but it's usually like the same thing. So, I got my corporate security member here, so let me take off him. Because he's got the information for another branch. They just said be on the lookout, because what they do is they hit all the branches.
Yeah.
And then they have different checks. So
Different checks.
We were trying to stall her, and that's when he came in, that kid, and he's like, what's taking so long? And I was just trying to stall her.
Okay. Was that a male or female? I couldn't tell.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was a boy. the
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I thought it was a boy. I didn't really.
So explain to me one more time. You were saying they were putting money into the account.
So what they do is they have an account with us, right? So they deposit cash in, and then they get these fraudulent checks payable to them, and they must steal the checks or whatever, because they have different ones, and they go around. So they put money in, say, let's say she deposited $900 today or whatever, right? So what they do is they come around and they cash these checks because it looks like they have enough to cover the check. So they cash the check, they pull out the money, and then they're gone. And they hit all the branches in the area, all of our branches.
Yep.
And they have different checks. Now this isn't a region check, so I don't know, but hang on, he's I'm trying to call him. So he called the other branch, so he knows. Hang on 1 second.
9-7.
was just gonna call her now.
6406 or 6408.
Alright, let's give ahead, guys.
Yeah, so it's a pretty common thing that happens at the banks. So they have an account with us, so there's like a ring. She does.
Okay.
Yeah, so they like have like a ring of people, and what they do is they deposit like cash in the account, like $900.
Okay.
They got multiple checks. I don't know if you can see this one. I can show you a picture. I couldn't print it any better, but she went to Cortez Road at like earlier today at like 12.
1 o'clock today.
Okay. And she had a completely different check for $743.
A different
what they
check.
try to do is they say, what's my available balance? Oh, I have $900 in there, so they know that they have $900. Sometimes banks don't know any better, and what they'll do is they'll cash the check against the $900, saying that they have enough to cover.
What kind of want to know how they're, do you have any idea how they're getting these checks?
I mean, does this Sharon Jones report this check stolen, or is it
Well, Lisa Francis is calling me because there's a different check that she had, so it's
Is that
a
this one
completely
right
different
here?
person, yeah. So she's gonna give me the details on that one.
And is that one a branch member?
I haven't called and verified this one yet, but, hang on, let me show you.
So Serenity has an account with you? Okay. She's claiming.
See this check? So Lisa, the branch manager, because they always look like, it's almost like the same handwriting, it has somebody, same thing, yesterday that came in.
Okay.
They hit all of our locations, so they hit 3 or 4 locations with 3 or 4 different checks. They're trying to get us to cash it, and then they pull their 900 out, and then they skip down, and then they're gone.
1 second, if you
We'll
don't
get you a
mind.
brochure. Yeah.
Let's hook her up real quick. I'm gonna bring her back in here.
Okay.
And then if you wanna step out, I'm just gonna question her.
Somebody interrupt the FaceTime?
Let's say that for me. Turn around.
Ah, sucks for you.
It's time!
Let's go.
Oh, that's her. Jay, you're stepping here real quick.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Look what just popped up, guys. You ready for this, guys? Look.
Those are bracing for federal immigration agents. A new Trump executive order allows agents to enter schools.
Now, local districts are now preparing for plans to protect students and staff if enforcement happens. Fox 11's Christy Fajardo live in Encino with the update. Christy?
Yikes! That. Jesus Christ! This chick. Man, life just beat her up upside the head, dude. But yeah, guys, look at that. This is in L.A. ICE agents are gonna be running up in the schools, guys.
Christina and Marla, at this point, no one knows if, when, or where customs officials might go to schools to make arrests. But the LAUSD says they have a professional and ethical obligation to protect students' right to an education, both under the state and also U.S. Constitution.
They're not citizens. You absolute dunderhead.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
LAUSD calls them red cards, and they detail people's rights if they are visited by immigration officers. And this week, they went home with students at this Encino school, including Andy's daughter.
I think it's very important. People should know about what are the rights.
The cards come as President Trump has signed an executive order which clears the way for federal officers to enter schools to enforce immigration laws. The policy is popular with the president's supporters who have called for mass deportations, but as schools around Southern California and throughout the nation struggling to balance the law and students' rights.
I need to contact our superintendent's office.
That's why Santa Ana Unified School District in Orange County produced this training video.
Record officer's name, badge number,
to let school staff know what steps to follow if Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, comes to campus.
We do have a protocol in place where we would not let them in
without a warrant.
The district says it doesn't track students' immigration status, and the Supreme Court ruled in the 80s that all children, even those who are undocumented, have a right to a public education.
We also want to make it clear that schools are not a place for enforcement, that our children are very young, and this could be a very traumatic experience for students, not only students who might be
blah 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 blah. But you guys get it, right? You get it.
There, hold on. Okay. So I'm going to assume you know what's going on. I'm going to read you your Miranda rights real quick.
It's not mine.
Okay, hold on.
What's not?
What's in my purse?
Fair enough.
What's funny?
Nothing, man.
I'm going to read you your Miranda warning, okay?
Okay.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say, if you cannot, you can decide to say any of these.
I would like to have, like,
Okay, now guys, she said she wanted a lawyer, right?
a refer or something with me.
How old are you?
18.
Yeah, you're an adult.
I know.
Okay.
Look at her crying, please.
A pot smoking slut.
I have a sister-in-law that works at a correctional facility. I would like to get in contact with her.
Well, here's what's going to happen. You're going to be going to jail today, okay? Regarding what's going on here, if you'd like to talk.
But I'm still going to go to jail.
Yes, you're right.
How, like, what's going to happen to me?
Well, you're going to go to jail, you're going to be booked, and
Like with grown-ass women?
yes, you're an adult.
Okay, what if they beat me up or something?
Were your friends going to come back and get you, or were they going
I
somewhere else?
don't know what's happening. Where the fuck I was left.
What was that? Oh, jeez. Well, do you want to explain to her what she's being charged with?
You're being charged with uttering a forged instrument. So, this check right here does not belong to you and was not written to you, correct?
Well, I'm
Well, that's what you're being charged with.
and now I'm gonna be charged with the gun because they put a gun in my purse.
They put a what?
Look at that.
Holy shit, they did.
Guys, look at that. They put a firearm in her purse. She's cooked.
Yep, they did. Do you want to tell us about this?
I think I was
You were set up.
I don't know. They're just going along with
Hey, I'm gonna make a phone call.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Can we please call somebody for me?
Hey, a bullet just fell down there. You want to grab that for me? Yep.
Hey guys, guess what? Guess what? The serial number's filed off the gun. Charges.
Okay, so you wanted a lawyer. You didn't want to speak. So now, we're not asking you any questions, okay?
Well, what questions are you gonna ask me?
I can't ask them because you already determined you did not want to speak to us.
No, I don't want this to happen like this.
Well, this is happening at this point.
Okay,
I can tell
what do
you
you want
what.
to ask me and I'll answer?
So at this point, so I'll tell you.
Please don't talk to me like this. I'm not a bad kid.
Okay. Okay, first of all, you're a young woman now. You're not a kid at all.
Yes, sir, I understand. Please.
We spoke to. No, don't ask questions. I'm not.
Can you get a piece of paper off that desk?
Please do. I apologize. This just escalated.
She's like, oh.
So Miss Jones,
Yes, sir.
that young woman,
Yes, sir.
never heard of you.
Okay.
Never heard of you. Certainly didn't write you a check.
Okay.
So you're being charged with that.
I understand.
Okay. Do you have a concealed weapons permit?
I do not.
Okay. So now you're being charged with carrying a concealed firearm.
Look at that.
Okay. By any chance, are you a convicted felon?
No.
Okay. Well, then you won't be charged with that. 'Cause those are the two charges you're looking at.
She's cooked.
How long have we practiced that? This is crazy. I've never been to jail. I just got out of foster care. Oh my God. I was just gonna work as a correctional officer.
She's cooked.
Could you? Is there any chance that you can put my hair up?
Ma'am, I don't do hair. Just, we'll brush it away when we get to jail.
Okay. Is there anybody gonna be able to talk to anybody?
What a mess.
Any drug paraphernalia, drugs in here?
No.
Don't make me dump this stuff all over. Okay.
Oh wow. I'm really bad at it. I know. Oh my How many bullets were in it?
It was loaded with one in the clip.
Isn't that like extra years in every bullet?
I don't believe so. No. Uh-oh. This just gets worse and worse.
Look at that.
Possession of a firearm with an altered serial number.
Oops.
I'm gonna have to look it up, but I
She's
think
cooked.
that's a charge too.
This is not fair to me.
What? It's an altered serial number. Possession of a firearm with an altered serial number is a charge also, right?
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
She's cooked.
Oh.
What about possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony?
That's what I said.
Oh my.
That's what I told Mike.
So you've got CCW firearm.
So you're trying to add charges on?
You're gonna have
You're not trying to add charges. It's a charge, you goof.
You've got uttering,
Oh
concealed firearm,
Please.
altered
This
serial
is
number. I
not
think it's a
my
misdemeanor. I
fault.
don't know. I'll look it up. And then
Please.
possession of firearm.
Committing a felony with a firearm.
Committing
Oh.
a felony with a firearm.
Bro, how?
I don't know. She didn't. I mean,
We'll look it
yeah.
up. I think
well,
it's
that's what.
merely possessing it while committing, because she's not using it. It wasn't used. You know, it wasn't part of that.
So there's no.
Well, what are we waiting on now?
He's
Cooked.
calling CID. I mean, we can probably go ahead and load it up.
Yeah, I can't run this. I was gonna try to run it.
I have a question.
61 minutes.
So being that I've never been in this situation before, and this, I know I'm doing it, so I take responsibility for it. But even like the gun is crazy. Like this is not fair because I have nothing to do with that. And
All right, guys. Possession's 9/10 of the law, right? Oops. Right?
take responsibility responsibility, but not like there's no way I can get out of it because it was in my purse.
Listen, at some point, someone's going to question you, okay?
Of course.
And if you don't want to talk to us right now, that's just fine.
I can talk.
No, you already lawyered
Like,
up.
What do you want me to tell you?
You didn't want to talk.
I want to talk. I didn't know like this was gonna happen. This is crazy. Like,
Listen,
I'm only 18.
the law takes this very seriously. When we read you Miranda, you say you don't want to speak until you have a lawyer. We're pretty much hands off.
I didn't mean with a lawyer, but like with like somebody. I'm very vulnerable. Like I've never, like I just don't know what to do.
Okay. So are you saying that you do not want a lawyer and you do want to speak to us?
But like, what is speaking to me?
Explaining your side of this.
Of course I do. I will speak to you and say my side because I deserve that.
Your exact words when I held this purse.
Guys, so she had the gun on her. She's trying to cash a bad check. She took the gun into a bank. Right? It's not licensure and the serial number's filed off. She's in trouble.
It's not mine.
Yes.
I said, what is it? I said, what's not yours? You said, what's in that purse? That indicates to me you knew what was in that purse.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm not going to ask you questions, but if you want to tell me a story, go ahead.
No, it's not a story. I'm saying it is in my purse.
Okay.
I knew it was in my purse, but like I wasn't using it. I was
No,
just.
you weren't, and I'm not accusing you of using it.
I know, but like they had just put it in my purse for a second.
They.
Dumbass.
What's our status? Are we?
We're ready to roll.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ugh.
This is so weird.
Well, she's cooked. Oh, Johan, you know she's gonna snitch. You guys know it, right? Snitching.
You don't have anything on you, anything illegal, drugs, knives, anything else?
Good.
Okay. If you get to the jail and you have something on you, it's going to be another felony charge. Okay.
The suspect was arrested and charged with uttering forged checks and carrying a concealed illegal firearm.
Let's see. Did I see this?
Forged checks and...
Yes, you are. You need to get out of the car. Violating my rights, sir. All right. You are violating my rights, sir. No, that's not fair.
I think I have this one saved. Hold on.
We're not here to take anyone's shit.
Let's see.
Yes, you are. You need to get out of the car. Violating my rights, sir. All right.
Have
You're
we?
violating my rights, sir.
Raja, I don't think we've seen.
I asked for your supervisor. You're here again.
You know what? We'll do this one, guys. We'll do drunky drunk chick. I'll do a whole. Wait, what? Guys, look at this. Look at this. Guys, look at the title on this video. Are you guys seeing this? What?
Do you want to be the Rainy John that tells the truth, the Rainy John that cares about? Because I know you are.
Detectives press a 14-year-old boy for the truth in front of his grandmother as they question him about whether he sexually assaulted a 91-year-old woman.
Whoa! Whoa! What is going on? This took a dark turn, didn't it, guys? What in the name of Sam Hill is going on here? Whoa!
She deserves the truth to be told, and you know it.
Medical, what's up, dude?
Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy.
Dude.
This is a really disturbing case.
Yes,
Last
it
June,
is.
Jesse Stone, he was a 14-year-old boy in Reddick, Florida, who was living with his grandparents and going to summer school. Now he's likely going to prison for a very long time. Body camera footage from the early morning hours of June 9th, 2024, shows Marion County Sheriff's deputies at a 91-year-old woman's home after she'd called to say she'd been sexually assaulted.
Okay, I'm up here in Reddick. I'm at a house, and a 91-year-old lady calls in saying she was just raped. We get on scene. She's beat up really bad.
Now, it was late at night, and this was a terrifying, terrifying call. Who would do this to a 91-year-old woman?
That's
Deputies
crazy.
started walking the property, looking for clues or someone possibly hiding. Others started securing the crime scene.
But we'll just get some tape. We'll lock down.
Gregory says he's gonna have a very full sex life and the can, that's for sure. Guys, he's gonna get in there, and friggin' Big Bubba's gonna be.
Baby, I'm gonna butter your bread.
He's gonna get in that shower and drop the soap.
I'm gonna show you where the wild goose goes.
On the house. Once he shoots out, we'll wrap it up.
Put upside or scan the QR was absolutely.
My name and stuff. Yeah, they just. So.
That lady's daughters wanted her to move so many times out of here too. She kept saying no, no, no.
I don't think it was his
Later
grandma.
that day, deputies talked to more neighbors.
I was out in the back working in my shop. I guess when all this was going down, I never heard nobody yell or anything. That's what was weird.
During the night?
Yeah, last night. I didn't come in till 9:30. Came back outside, and then
Did the police? Did the
said all these lights going up the road? That's when I came back out and talked to you.
did the deputies talk to you last
Well, I
night?
gave them my name and stuff. Yeah, they just said
Christopher Lloyd, seriously? Does this kid? Oh, where does this picture go? Hold on. Where does this picture go? Dude.
Question him about.
Does this kid look illegal to you, dude? There are just some people out there that are sick, dude. Ethnicity, legal status has nothing to do with it, right? They're just people that are just sick. Look at that, man.
Stone in bed when the defendant jumped.
Deputies talked to you last.
Victim told police was absolutely terrifying. According to court documents, the woman said when the defendant jumped or pounced on top of her, she began to fight him by trying to push him off. Then he struck her face with his fists. Now keep in mind, as I told you, this is a 91-year-old woman laying in her bed in her own home. She told detectives she told the attacker to get off of her. Then she repeatedly prayed, "Dear God, please be Stone in the neighborhood." They noticed a red stain on his clothes and asked to get a swab. His grandmother consented to that and him giving a DNA sample. Then 8 days.
I guess it was his grandma. Yikes.
Days after the sexual assault, detectives received the results that showed that Jesse Stone's DNA was left on the 91-year-old victim. They brought Jesse Stone into the sheriff's office in handcuffs. They sat him in a room by himself for quite a while.
Man, you doing all right? You need anything? All right, Jesse, I'm Ryan, and we're gonna come in here and talk to you just a little bit, okay? We're waiting for your mom.
What a sicko!
Just so we can all be here and talk and figure out what's going on, all right? You sure you don't want water or anything?
His rights, and they asked him about being out in the neighborhood the night that the woman was assaulted.
Do you remember that night? So when I showed you that video of you walking, so that would have been late Saturday night.
Yes.
Okay. It was one of the neighbors, guys. Okay.
That you did that night.
Yeah, I couldn't go to sleep, so I got up and I headed down the road to watch the cars that are coming from the concert. I've watched them, the cars, looking for modified vehicles for a while, and then I went walking across the street for, I'm guessing, an hour before I came. That was probably about, I want to say a week and a half before she was driving down the road from like church or something.
Oh, okay.
And she just stopped and said hi real quick. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, do you remember the last time, like you told us today, that you had talked with her? So I knew that you're, at the very least, there would be evidence of you being in the porch.
Yeah.
Right? So I went and met with your mom, and you guys signed a consent form, and we got your DNA.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we sent your DNA and the sex kit up to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, who does testing stuff for stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay, is there any reason at all that your DNA would be on her clothes?
Yeah, we hugged. When I said goodbye to her, we hugged. Like a side hug.
Okay.
That's...
Let me be a little bit more specific. Your DNA was on her underwear.
Oops! DNA was on her underwear. You're cooked. Look at that. Look at that. Come on, man.
What?
And so I want you to really use this time here to be honest with me about what happened that night, because I think that we know what happened, and I think that your mom knows what happened, because she also wrote down a list of times that you went in and out of the house that night.
Look at that.
To include the time that the call came in.
He's cooked. Is that his mom there?
And I think you
Next
probably know that you wouldn't be in here unless we had a good reason to put you in.
I don't see... What?
It's not about C-rated, John. It's truth.
Yeah, truth. It's impossible for my DNA to be on her underwear.
That's what we like to think too, brother, but that stuff doesn't lie, that stuff doesn't get made up. Sometimes the truth can be hard. You seem like a really good guy, man.
Carlos X, you just put the one in the Discord of the one that I was gonna show later on today. Guys, tomorrow I think I'm gonna do I'll be live on 50 and 304s at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll go and look at girls getting kicked out of bars and arrested. You know what I'm saying?
You seem like you got a good head on your shoulders. You make connections with people that need help. You go out there and you help other people. And there's people out there sometimes that make mistakes.
I'm gonna come over here and
And that doesn't make you a bad person for making
Yes, it does. He's cooked.
Randy, look at me for a second. You did this exact same thing when I asked you about you walking down the road or jogging down the road at 11 o'clock. And you did the whole, I don't remember, and I was like, and you finally admitted to it. And I think this is the exact same thing. I know what happened. And it's only going to help you for you to be honest with me about what happened. Because like I said, we know what happened. Because
Guys, you all know what I think should happen to anyone, male or female, that essay is anyone, right? That's what I think.
we have your DNA at the crime scene.
Cooked.
Like you said, it's not like we're talking about a sweater that it was found on. It's in this elderly woman's underwear. What are you thinking, man? We're putting everything out here and you're kind of just looking at all this, man. I know it might be a shock, but what are you thinking?
I'm overly confused.
What are you confused about?
I wasn't even near her house. I was across the street.
A whole hour. You were gone.
Yeah. I said I was gone for about an hour.
The detectives leave the room, and Randy John is left with his grandmother.
Mom, I don't know if you want to have a couple minutes to talk with your son.
Oh, that's his grandma. Okay.
I want you to think real long and hard about it.
Yeah, Water Star, you're right. Yep. If they don't put him in jail, he's gonna do this over and over and over again.
That happened.
Yeah, he's
And I
14,
want to do
guys.
this. Listen, more than I want to have the truth from you about what happened, because I know that you know what happened. I want to do this for her. If she is as an amazing of a person as you say she is, and I believe you because I've talked with her, getting all of this out in the open for her is what matters.
She deserves the truth to be told, and you know it. Personally, I can't believe that this is a horrible thing, Randy John. That's a horrible thing.
I don't even have the ability to do that.
Well, it's hard for me to believe too. It's really hard for me to believe too that you would do a thing like this.
I didn't.
But how many times have you been caught in lies?
I know.
And this is the whole reason why you're on restriction. It's because you're not telling the truth about things. This woman deserves to have the truth.
Damn.
She deserves it, and you know that.
What?
Don't say whys, Randy John, because why doesn't exist here.
I wasn't at her house.
Randy John, it's across the street. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her face. That's deserves justice. She does. If this would have happened to your sister, what would you do?
Murder whoever did.
If you know anything about this, Randy John, for her at least, if you care about her, tell the truth. Tell the truth.
What a piece of trash.
We've been down that road before where you've been lying about something. You swear up and Randy John, you've lied about stuff before.
Jesse's grandmother leaves the room, and the detectives do most of the talking.
When I just got done talking to your mom, and she said that, I mean, you're 14, right? I think every 14-year-old's got had some thoughts about what a woman's like and things like that. And I heard that you've been kind of exploring some nudity and pornography. Is that what's going on, man? The thing is, Grandma's got no reason to lie to me, and you have no reason to lie to me about that either. That's totally normal and totally fine.
Damn.
So is that something I heard you taking Grandpa's phone and taking a look at that?
No, I don't do it on Grandpa's phone. I haven't been able to do it since I had a computer because she takes everything away.
Yeah. Well, is it true that you were looking at some of that stuff? Like I said, it's totally normal, man. Okay. And like I said, and I think like Detective Hardigan said, it's totally normal to want to find out about these things, especially for someone. It seems like you really truly cared about this woman, and maybe you just wanted to figure out what was what, man.
Well, maybe you went into there. You didn't expect for her to be awake, and so you freaked out. You panicked. Because that's what it looks like. Is that this was oh shit. And then maybe you just flopped around not expecting her to, maybe you just wanted to knock her out. You didn't think you would hurt her this bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got out of there.
What we're trying to figure out, Randy John, is like Detective Hardigan said, like we're pretty certain of what happened. What we're trying to figure out is Randy John the kind of guy that breaks into people's houses with axes and chops them up into pieces and leaves them and murders them? Or did Randy John just make a mistake? Did he go into a house and expect this 91-year-old woman to be sleeping and maybe figure out something about life, and then things just went awry? Because the thing is, people panic, man. And people do things that they don't mean and they don't want to do when they panic.
So the detectives, as you saw there, tried to make Jesse Stone feel comfortable, like he just made a mistake, so he would open up to them. Eventually, he confesses, saying that he watched pornography on the victim's iPad and then went into her room and assaulted her. His confession is redacted under Florida law, so you won't be able to hear it.
Honestly, Randy John, I feel like you probably wish that this had never happened. Like, I honestly still believe that you never really intended to hurt.
Please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Damn. Look at that.
You cared about her.
I don't intend to hurt anyone.
The male detective and Jesse Stone talk extensively about him watching pornography, and Jesse talks very openly and freely about it.
You mind if I get you some more stuff? Sure. So, how old were you when you started watching the porn videos?
My friend showed them to me when I was 10.
10. XX.
None of that, guys. I'm telling you. With OF and all this stuff, and no fathers being around, you know, and society pushing all this foolishness, you know? Guys, come on, right? Well, guys, I hope that they buried this kid under the jail. Under the jail. I hope he never sees the light of day again. Hold on. Well, guys, we can let's get our moods up, because guys, who's down to see some people get tased? Guys, put a Merry Christmas in the chat if you want to see someone get tased, okay? Yeah, guys, put a Merry Christmas in the chat if you want to see someone get tased, okay? Yeah, that's what we'll do, guys. That's what we will do. Let's lighten the mood just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. Let's go.
January 1st.
Oh, sorry, guys. This is a body cam channel that I don't follow yet, so I need to make sure.
When he had 31 a.m. An officer was patrolling in the city of Colby when he observed a vehicle traveling 68 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. He then initiated a traffic stop.
Where is this? Somewhere cold.
Traffic traffic.
Go ahead.
They're sisters, and they're fighting.
No, my sister, Vicky Rocky.
Adam Victor Sam 4816. Adam Victor Sam 4816. What's going on?
Ohio, Wisconsin, Florida.
Can you have What's going on? Inglés? Español o inglés? No inglés, inglés.
And now, here they are drunk, yelling at each other in Spanish in the middle of the road.
Over here. No te muevas. No te muevas. No te muevas. No te muevas. Siéntate. No, siéntate. No, siéntate. Sit down. Sit down.
Yo estoy guiando.
Siéntate. Sit. Can I have a unit?
Yeah, you need some more units there, buddy.
Come over here. See.
J Prez says Long Back Chronicles. Guys, I used to live down in Texas, and there was a lot of Mexican girls that were built like SpongeBob. You know what I'm saying?
Yo no estoy guiando. A conmigo no te dejas de
Siéntate.
Yo no estoy guiando. Yo no estoy guiando.
Shut it. Zip it.
Zip it back. Zip it back.
594 is on traffic at 13 and Spruce and Abbotsford. 13 and Spruce.
Knock it off. You want to go and knock it off.
Yo estoy manejando, pendejo.
Knock it off.
Yo estoy manejando, pendejo.
Ma'am. Nope. Come here.
No, ¿qué pasa? Porque yo no sé de lo que está pasando. Tú no me paraste a mí. Tú no me paraste a mí. Tú no me paraste a mí. Yo me estacioné así.
Vámonos. No.
No.
No. Do
No.
not.
No.
Te llevo a mi casa.
Car.
No, you're not going home.
Vámonos.
No.
Uh-oh. Don't do that.
No.
Don't touch.
No. No.
Sidewalk.
No.
You want to go into cuffs?
No.
You want to go in
Guys, look at
handcuffs?
guys, look at all this. Why would you leave the house looking like this? Look at all that just oozing out of these pants.
Okay. Sí.
No.
No, sí. No me toque. No me toque. Tú no me paraste a mí. Dame ir a mi casa.
That's it.
Hey.
Stop it. Stop.
¿Por qué me tú me
Stop.
tocas así?
Alto.
Jenny, graba.
Uh-oh.
Graba.
Back in the car.
Graba con tu celular. Graba.
Back in the car.
Back
car.
Those are some big broads, dude. Look at those two broads right there, man. Look at.
Baby, I'm gonna butter your bread.
Graba.
594 Clark. I have 2 females not cooperating.
Graba. Mira, me quiere
Knock
poner
it
la
off.
esposa. Me quiere poner la esposa. Hey. ¿Por qué me quiere poner la esposa? Él nunca me paró.
Oh, that's let's go. Let's go. Get that taser out, buddy boy.
It's time.
Let's go, guys.
Back up.
A mí me busca. Ay, no vengas. Hey, graba.
Back up.
Graba.
Back up.
Graba. Yo me quiero ir a mi house.
No.
Yeah. Tú no me paraste a mí.
You want to get...
Tú no me paraste a mí. Y voy a llegar a casa que yo llego. Dale. Mira que yo llego.
Uh-oh. Look at that. Whoa.
Back up.
Guys, she tried to run him over.
And now for a quick word about our sponsor for this video, Aura. Every points in credit Aura.com.
North of 13.
Identified as Aura.com. Click the link in the description.
594 Clark.
The driver was identified as Catherine LeBron Campos, and her sister was identified as Jennifer LeBron Campos.
North of 13.
Her sister just left her there.
Stop moving.
A mí tú no me digas que estás, porque yo no estaba manejando.
Tase.
Yo no estaba manejando.
You will get tased.
Yo no estaba
Tase.
manejando.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost sniffing at your knife. Merry Christmas to all, guys, and to all a good night.
Stop it.
Get her again.
Yo no estaba manejando.
Jennifer was placed under arrest for resisting an officer. She has 2 open Clark County cases and was on a condition to not commit a crime and absolute sobriety.
Sucks for her.
Stop resisting.
When asked if she would be willing to consent to a preliminary breath test, she agreed. The result was .037.
Dude, she blew a .37. Look at that. She blew a .037, guys. Look at that.
594 Clark. One female detained. Taser deployment.
Jennifer was transported to the Marathon County Jail for resisting an officer and misdemeanor bail jumping. She was released later that day on a $1,300 signature bond.
Give me the 22 expenses setting up there.
Stop. Open the plate. Open the plate.
Stop.
Open the plate.
Get some gloves, dude.
Stop. No.
Mi
Sir.
teléfono.
Es que tienes forma que buscarme. Digo, stop. Pues le he visto. Es que tiene que ser nuevo con el hijo este. Pa' bailar la suavecita.
Hey, come here.
Officers arrived at the sister's house looking to arrest Catherine from earlier in the morning for fleeing.
No.
Catherine? Nadia, can you swing over here?
Pero para qué?
Catherine?
Ahora tú vienes a jugar para acá.
Who's the other female that was right there? Is that Catherine?
No.
Catherine's
There's another female that just looked over here.
No.
with a K.
Catherine, your sister.
¿Qué?
Catherine,
Pero para...
the female that was right there.
Traductor.
I don't have my phone on me. Here. The other chick tell Catherine to come out here.
Dile a Catherine que venga aquí.
She was right there.
Tom says some of the Moorish Europeans are mixed with. Guys, people forget that the Spanish, the Portuguese, the Greeks, the Romans were all like conquered by the North Africans at one point. That's why the Greeks have curly hair. And that's why like the Portuguese and the Spanish have like darker skin. People seem to have forgotten that. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's so many mosques and stuff in Spain and in Portugal to this day.
We need to talk to her.
Let's skip ahead, guys.
Catherine.
No, ¿qué fue lo que dijo él?
Hey, Catherine, if you're in the house, come on out. Police department. We need to talk to you. Who's that? Is that Catherine?
No.
Who are you? Come out here so I can talk to you. I don't speak Spanish. I'm not letting her close the door.
Give me one break.
35, come here.
¿Qué se cree que manda aquí? Este cabrón.
Catherine!
Ella es cadena.
I want to talk to Catherine.
Que se vaya para el carajo, no tiene una orden para entrar aquí.
I want to talk to Catherine.
¡Tú una orden! ¡Hey! ¡Let's go! Saquen una orden del tribunal entonces.
Just kick in the door. Dude, no, he's got the taser out already. Let's go! Let's go!
Si no trae una orden,
He just started tasing. Look at that.
Open the door.
My
foot's on the door.
Just zap the doorknob. Yeah, there's two of you guys. Push on the door.
Kick that door in. My fucking foot's underneath the door.
You think you're gonna keep out
a 95? We're trying to make entry.
Grown men, please.
Come outside now. No. Catherine, come outside now. Hey, don't push. Benny, of course, if you got anybody else available, send them.
495, 328, 76.
Open the fucking door! Open the door now! I'm pinned now. My foot's there underneath the door. There you go, man.
537, car 6, will be if you need more assistance.
Send Spencer. You got a ram?
There it is. It took long enough.
It's time! Get on the ground! On the ground! You're heavy, Kate! Get on the ground!
Taser too.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. I'm tasing.
That's 3 times. Let's go. Though it's been said many times, many ways. Merry Christmas.
Let go of my fucking taser.
No!
Get in your stomach now.
No!
Move or the fucking tase you. You understand me? I got one arm.
Moron.
Tase.
Got her again.
Give me your arm now. I got your arm.
Get her again. Get her again.
One, the cuff is on.
Get her again.
Get over here. Shut up. Quiet there.
Look at that tramp stamp she has.
Stand back. 2 more chances. Stand up. Put your hands. Get her in cuffs. Relax. You need a fucking taser. Taser. I got one.
They got taser too?
98 characters still fighting with one.
Shut up.
Play it.
They should have sent the canine in. Get him, Officer Bubbles.
No, eso no se hace. Eso no se hace. Eso no se hace. Yo estoy en mi casa. Estamos en nuestra casa. Estamos en nuestra casa. Hello. Ayúdanos.
Stand up.
Hello. Ay, vecino. Ayúdanos. Ayúdanos.
I got it. I got your magazine.
La policía está aquí. ¿Por qué? No tenemos hecho nada. No hemos hecho nada.
Stand up.
No. 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 No.
Shut up.
Hold on, slipper here. Hold on. Careful with her. Okay.
Sorry, guys. Ugh, I turned it down.
Walk. Walk.
Just screaming just to scream.
¿Qué le pasa a ellos? ¿Qué le pasa? ¿Qué le pasa a ellos? ¿Qué le pasa?
Marty, can you hold on to it? Let me get my car.
What a mess.
Let me get my car up here.
We'll get her. Catherine was charged with vehicle operator flee or elude officer, resisting an officer causing soft tissue injury, and resisting or obstructing an officer. She was issued a $500 cash bond.
Get in the car and shut up.
I was just going to get her in this car. I didn't know.
Jennifer was charged with 2 counts of resisting an officer causing soft tissue injury, resisting or obstructing an officer, and 2 counts of bail jumping. She was also issued a $500 cash bond. As the officer attempted to put Jennifer's seatbelt on, she tried to bite his elbow. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share with friends to keep seeing the latest police footage from around.
All right, you guys. I'm going to shut this bad boy down. I appreciate you guys for being here. I'll be live on 50304 tomorrow. And yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys. Sunday is the 13K sub special, guys. So we'll do some cool stuff for that. And yeah, guys, appreciate you. Have a good one, guys. Bye, guys.